Hey, Kayla, do you have a moment to chat right now? I really need to talk to someone. I'm not quite sure how to put this into words, but something unexpected just happened. I just received a phone call, and my dad told me that my mom suddenly collapsed.
Wait, what? Oh my goodness, John, that's absolutely awful. Your mom collapsed? What on earth happened? Is she okay? Do you know anything else?
To be honest, I'm still trying to process everything myself, Kayla. It all happened so fast, and I'm completely overwhelmed. My dad called me earlier this morning, and he said that they had to rush her to the hospital. It's all a bit of a blur right now. I'm really worried, Kayla. I'm thinking I need to go see her as soon as possible just to make sure she's okay. I can't just sit here and wait for updates. I need to be there. I'm probably going to stay with my parents for a few days, just to be there for them during this difficult time. I can't leave my dad alone to go through all this alone. He needs me there for him. There's so much to take care of with the hospital and everything. He needs all the support he can get right now.
Oh, John, this is just awful. I can't even begin to imagine what you and your family are going through right now. Of course, you should go and be with them. It's so important to have your family around during times like this. Your dad's probably going to be busy with visiting her all the time. Having you there to support him emotionally and help out with anything he needs would mean the world to him, I'm sure. No matter what you decide to do, I'm here for you, John. We'll figure this out together, one step at a time.
Kayla, I can't thank you enough for being so cool about this. Seriously, this whole thing is a total mess, and you being so understanding, it really means a lot. Plus, it'd kinda suck if Mom comes back from the hospital to a total pigsty, right? My dad's got enough on his plate as it is, with Mom being sick and all. The least I can do is keep things tidy around here.
Of course, John. You're absolutely doing the right thing. Family comes first, especially in times like these, and taking care of things at home is a huge help. I'm still kind of freaking out about what happened to your mom, though. It's just so out of the blue. Did your dad happen to mention anything about what might have caused it? Like, what caused all this?
No, not really. He was kind of losing it when he called, so we didn't really get into the details. Honestly, I think they're still in the dark about the whole thing. It all happened so suddenly, The only thing they said was something about a blood vessel, which honestly sounds kind of scary. I gotta get over there ASAP and see what's up. I've gotta go be there for them.
A blood vessel? Oh my God, John. You think maybe I got blocked or something? That could be like a stroke or something, right? Or a bunch of other scary stuff? Make sure you get the full story when you get there, okay? It's better to be safe than sorry, especially if it's something serious, I'm totally freaking out about this too. Sorry, I didn't mean to pile on the stress, but I'm just so worried about your mom. I really hope everything's gonna be okay. Sorry, I shouldn't be adding more pressure on you. I just hope this all turns out okay.
Yeah, I know you are, and hey, thanks for being so sweet about it, Kayla. It really does mean a lot that you care, honestly.
It's a lot to take in. I just don't get it. When we saw her last time on our family trip, she seemed really energetic. That was only about half a year ago too, right? It's just insane to think that someone's health can take a nosedive that quickly. It's really worrying.
Yeah, it's insane. But like they always say, even the healthiest people can get hit with something out of nowhere, right? And Mom's not getting any younger, If anything, it's amazing that she's been so healthy for so long until now. I guess, in a way, it was kind of bound to happen eventually, right?
Yeah, I guess so. But your mom was always so careful about her health, wasn't she? She always went for those routine health checkups and everything. I mean, no one goes to all of them, and they always came back clean, too. She watches her diet and exercises, and she's so energetic, too. It's just so surreal that something like this could happen to her out of the blue.
Yeah, it's especially rough timing since Dad just retired. He was so stoked to finally kick back and enjoy life, The whole thing really sucks, honestly. The timing couldn't be worse. But from the way they were talking on the phone, it doesn't sound like it's anything too major, at least for now. Who knows, maybe it's not even that bad. Could be a false alarm, right? Then again, maybe they're just trying to downplay it so I don't worry too much. I just hope it's nothing serious, you know?
Me too, John. I really hope she's okay. Your mom's the best, you know, and your dad too. They're both such amazing people. They don't deserve to go through this crap.
Hey, babe, it's all right. Seriously, don't worry so much. I'm sure that with the right treatment and care, your mom will be back to her old self in no time. You'll see. Try not to stress yourself out too much over this, okay? It's not good for you. We'll definitely plan another awesome family vacation once everything gets sorted out with your mom. How does that sound?
Yeah, you're right. That'd be great. Just like old times, huh? Your parents must be so bummed that they haven't been able to travel as much as they used to. This whole thing is probably a major setback for them. Hey, if your mom is up for talking, try to cheer her up a bit, okay? Being stuck in a hospital can be a real downer, especially when you're alone with your thoughts. Even if it seems like she's handling it, it's easy to get stuck in a negative headspace when you're sick. Just being there for her and letting her know she's not alone can make a huge difference.
Wow, you're really worried about them, aren't you? It's sweet how much you care about my family.
It's just, I guess I never really told you before, but my own grandpa went through something similar once a long time ago. He was really healthy and active until suddenly he just got sick. It happened so fast and it was a shock for everyone. From there, it was all downhill. He never really recovered, and it took a toll on his mental health as well. As time went by, he got depressed and withdrawn, and it was really hard to watch him suffer. It was really hard to go through.
I never knew that. It's heartbreaking to hear that your family went through something like that. I can see why you're so worried about my mom now.
Sorry if I'm making you worry. I don't mean to, but I just want you to be prepared for anything. You can just never really tell, so make sure to let her know she's not alone. Oh, I'm getting really worried now. It's hard not to let my imagination run wild thinking about all the worst case scenarios. Maybe I should go along too. It'd be hard on you alone too, right?
Nah, it's really fine. Don't worry about me. I appreciate the thought, though. I'll manage just fine on my own.
But wouldn't it also be a little rude if I don't even come visit? She's my mother too and all, and I should pay my respects.
I'm telling you, it's fine. You don't have to worry about that at all. Apparently, they're really busy dealing with all this medical stuff right now, and there's a lot going on at the hospital. I don't think it'd be a good idea either to just show up in large numbers. I don't want to burden them even more when they're already going through it, you know? I'm also a little worried that they're going to be a bit touchy about this, so it might be better if you don't bring this up to them, huh?
All right, if you say so. I trust your judgment, John. I'll take your word for it. You know them best after all, and I don't want to do anything that might make things worse.
You just sit tight here and wait for me, okay? I'll keep you updated on everything, and I'll be back as soon as I can. It's all right. Everything will turn out well in the end. Trust me.
Hey, Kayla. How are you? I just bumped into John. I can't believe this. It's such a small world, isn't it? You two were also on a holiday at this resort? What a coincidence. Let's all go swim together. The pool's so nice here.
The waters? Swimming? Mrs. Brown, what happened to your illness? Aren't you hospitalized right now? I'm so confused. I heard all about how you recently collapsed from John and...
What's this about me being hospitalized? I don't understand what you're talking about, dear. Are you feeling quite all right? I'm as healthy as ever. Where'd you pick up such nonsense? Did John tell you that? Anyways, forget all that. You're with John in your room, right? You two should totally come join us in our cabin.
Wait, what? Hold on a minute. Sorry, I don't get what's going on here. Mrs. Brown, are you on a holiday right now? Are you sure you're not in the hospital? Is that right?
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. I'm on vacation with my husband enjoying the sun and the sand. And that's why I'm at the same resort you and John are at. What's going on with you?
Well, so a couple of days back, John told me that you just collapsed a couple of days ago, and that you were in the hospital right now, and that he was going home to be with you and your husband, that he needed to see you. I'm home right now.
Huh? What are you talking about? I haven't collapsed or anything of the sort. I've been perfectly healthy. What on earth is that child talking about? Is he playing some kind of prank on you? Besides, I just bumped into him earlier right here at the resort. We had a brief chat, but he seemed a bit off.
So it seems. Sorry, I'm really confused right now. This doesn't make any sense.
I already told you, but I'm not sick or anything of the sort. I'm feeling fantastic, actually. Just happily married and out enjoying the resort with my hubby. We're having a wonderful time. I saw this place on TV and I just couldn't help myself. I booked 2 tickets right away.
Right. So, how'd you gather that I'd be there too?
Well, because I bumped into John at the place we're staying, of course. Right as he walked out, I saw a woman in his room, so naturally I just assumed it was you with him.
Why is John at a resort? What's going on? I don't understand any of this. I swear he told me that he had to visit you for a while because you collapsed. And that's what he said.
Well, he hasn't come over to visit us, that's for sure. We haven't seen him since we bumped into him earlier.
Right, because he's at a resort.
Now that you mention it, John seemed, well, how do I put this? Nervous? Like he was trying to hide something from us. He was fidgeting and avoiding eye contact. When I talked to him, he just began panicking and acting real suspicious. He barely talked and just bolted back into his room. Didn't even bother saying bye or stopping by to see his father or that child.
And I think you mentioned that you saw a woman in the room with him. Do you think that, well, maybe that, I don't even want to say it out loud, but...
I'm going to stop you right there, Kayla. I think we both know what's happening here. God, I can't believe this is happening. I can't help but I've put you in quite the awkward position right now. I truly regret that.
You think so? I get that feeling that maybe we're thinking of the same thing. That, well, John's, that he's...
Kayla, I'm so sorry. I really am. I can't believe he would do this to you. God, this must be so terrible for you. I can't believe this is happening. I'm deeply sorry. Look, okay, just calm down first. Take a deep breath. This is a lot to take in, and it's okay to feel overwhelmed and upset. And just leave that idiot son to the two of us, okay, dear?
Leave him to the two of you. Are you sure? But you two are on holiday. I wouldn't want to bother you with this.
Oh, don't you worry about us now. Really don't. We go on countless holidays as it is. We're used to drama during the trip. Besides, you know how that idiot boy is. Leave him be, and he'll just worm his way out of the situation too. We'll get him before he even thinks of trying to run away. We won't let him slip through our fingers. I'll drag the truth out of him myself. I'll make him face the music and own up to his mistakes. Kayla, sorry to keep you waiting. We just finally caught him. It was a bit of a chase, but we managed to track him down and confront him.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Brown. I'm really glad to hear that. I was starting to get worried. He wouldn't pick up no matter how many times I called. I think he's ignoring me now. What's going on over there right now?
Oh, don't worry about him ignoring you. He won't be doing that anymore. About his smartphone, we actually confiscated it from him when we caught him. Wouldn't want him deleting evidence and anything else. I've got it right now, so it's in safe hands.
Oh, okay, thank goodness. I'm really glad to hear that. Thanks for being so cooperative and helpful, Mrs. Brown. I really appreciate it. So what's the situation over there? What's going on right now? With my husband and this woman he was with, were they really together? God, I can't believe this is happening. It's like a bad dream.
Well, to put this lightly, the whole room's like a funeral. John's just sitting here quietly as of now. He's not saying much, but I can tell he's ashamed and regretful. We gave him quite the earful earlier, so... God, how could he do something so foolish? He's not a child anymore, so he should know better.
I see. So he really was cheating on me. I knew it. I had a feeling, but I didn't want to believe it. Look, Mrs. Brown, I'm really sorry again to drag you into this mess. It must have totally ruined your holiday. You should be relaxing and enjoying yourselves, not dealing with this drama.
No, Kayla dear. You aren't the one who ought to be apologizing. This isn't your fault at all. It's our son's fault, so you don't dare feel bad for us. If anything, we're sorry we raised such a terrible son. God, to think there'd come a day where I'd have to scold him again at his age. This is unbelievable. He's not a child anymore. I'm just so ashamed.
Well, it couldn't have been easy to hear that your son was cheating on his wife. I'm sure this is no news no mother would want to hear about their child.
Kayla, again, we're just both so sorry that our son put you through this. We can't imagine the pain you must be feeling. I know me apologizing isn't quite enough, but it's all we can do right now. It is our responsibility for raising him like this.
No. Please, Mrs. Brown, don't apologize. You have nothing to apologize for. You've always been so nice to me, and it's really not anything you both should feel bad over. Anyways, the woman he was with, she's still there, right? What should we do with her now? I'm sorry, I just can't deal with this on my own right now.
Apparently, while we were shouting down John and giving him a piece of our minds, it's safe to say she got pretty scared and she's all clammed up. She's not saying a word, just sitting there with her head down. Honestly, she's looking blue even.
I can imagine. Mr. Brown does seem rather intimidating. I can't imagine what he's like angry on top of that.
Well, he is good at putting on airs and acting tough. He can be quite dramatic when he wants to be. Really, he's a total goofball though. Oh wait, hold up, there's something else. Apparently, John wants to talk to you. What do you want to do? It's fine if you don't want to talk to him. I completely understand if you're not ready.
No, it's fine, I'm alright. I need to hear what he has to say, even if it's just a bunch of lies and excuses. Can you swap with him?
You got it. But I'll be watching over him so he doesn't try anything stupid. Wouldn't want him weaseling his way out of this, you know.
Right, of course. Thank you, Mrs. Brown. I appreciate your help.
Hey, Kayla. This is John. Hi.
What's going on, John? So you decided to finally speak to me, huh? How come you're so different from the people who raised you, huh? They're such kind and honest people, and you're a liar and a cheater. It's unbelievable. Plus, your mom seems to be doing just fine, doesn't she? Doesn't seem like someone who needs to be hospitalized, no? How about you explain yourself?
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Kayla. I know I messed up and I don't know how to fix this.
First, explain what's going on here. Don't just apologize. Don't think a sad apology is going to get you out of this.
The whole thing about Mom's illness was a lie. I made it all up. I never really returned home. I was on a holiday instead. I came here with someone else.
Oh, really? You don't say. What a surprise. And who's that woman you're with? The one your mother saw in the room with you?
I've been cheating on you with her. It's true. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no shit. I figured that much out. So, how'd you two meet? Tell me the whole story. Don't make this harder on yourself.
Right, sorry. We met on a dating app. It all happened so fast and I wasn't thinking straight.
You got on a dating app despite having a wife? Some people have no shame, huh? God, I can't believe this. To think you'd also make up some shitty lie all to go on some holiday with her. You're unbelievable. Fuck you, John. You're subhuman trash. I don't even know who you are anymore.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I know I hurt you, and I'm so sorry. I really regret doing this, okay? It was a mistake, and I wish I could take it back. Please.
Listen, if apologizing was enough, we wouldn't need the police or lawyers to prosecute your sorry ass. Don't think you're walking away from this scot-free.
Wait. Are you telling me that you want a divorce? Please, Kayla, don't say that. Hold up a minute. Don't do this. We can work this out, I promise.
Hold up. Now, why the hell would I have to wait for a dirty cheater like you? You don't gotta tell me what to do anymore. I'm gonna have the two of you pay for all you've done. You'll regret ever meeting each other. But then again, I can't just beat you up and call it a day. I'm not going to stoop to your level. So I'll settle things with money since I'm feeling so generous. You're going to pay for the pain and suffering you've caused me.
I don't mind paying, but can you let the girl go? Please, I know I'm in no position to ask, but...
To think that you try and defend the person you cheated with. And to your wife, no less. You have no shame, John. Just how stupid can you get? Are you on some suicide run to see how much angrier you can get me? Do you want me to hate you even more? You know what? How about we do settle this with fist? Maybe that'll knock some sense into you.
That's not what I mean. Please, just listen. It's not that she doesn't want to pay. She can't. She's broke. She doesn't have a job or anything yet, so she can't pay for herself.
What the? Is she a college student or something? Hang on a minute. Just how old is this girl?
She just turned 20 the other month. She's in college, yeah.
I can't fucking believe you. You're disgusting. How could you even do something like this? You cheated on me with a college student? Are you serious?
Hey, there's no problem legally. She's already an adult. There's nothing wrong with what I'm doing. It's not illegal, so what's the big deal?
That's no justification for making moves on someone that young. You're a grown man, John, and you should know better than to prey on young women. Just how old do you think you are? You're acting like a teenager. I mean, dating's one thing, but you're married. Forget me. Don't go around ruining their lives just because you couldn't keep things in your pants.
Well, that's why I'm asking you not to demand consolation money from her. She can't afford it, and it's not fair to punish her for my mistakes. Don't you understand? I'm the one who messed up, not her.
You know damn well that I just can't do that. Consequences, John. She needs to learn that. Just because you're young, it doesn't mean your actions don't have consequences. She's old enough to know right from wrong. You should have been the one to think of that before you started things. You're the adult in this situation, and you should have known better. But the girl's well old enough to face what she's done. She's not a child, and she also needs to take responsibility for her choices.
I can't have her parents finding out about all this, okay? It would break their hearts, and I don't want to cause them any pain. So please, I'm begging you, let her go without demanding any money. I'll pay you whatever you want. Just leave her out of this.
Can't see the part where that's my problem. It's your mess, not mine. You're the only one who's going to be in trouble anyways. If anything, I'm sure hope they do find out and beat your cheating ass. Maybe then you'll learn your lesson. Because yeah, she's obviously not innocent, but you're the one responsible for leading on such a young girl.
Damn it! To think this all happened because I bumped into my mom here! Why of all places did they decide to come here? I mean, they always travel, but they rarely go to resorts, so why this one time? The odds of this happening are...
True. Your dad usually just busts out his RV and they usually call it a day. Apparently this time they saw about that resort on the TV and decided to stay there.
The TV? Oh no.
Some traveling program featured it and it looked really nice. It must have caught their eye.
I think I watched the same one, and then I just booked it without thinking.
You got influenced by the same show. What are the odds? Yeah, you sure are related. That's hilarious.
Hey, this isn't something to laugh about. There's no way it's coincidence that we just so happen to stay on the same day, too. The universe must be playing some kind of cruel joke on me.
Who knows? Maybe the universe is trying to tell you something. That you deserve all of this. Guess karma's a bitch, huh? You reap what you sow, John.
God damn it. I never thought I'd get caught like this.
No one ever does, John. Hey, switch back to your mom. I need to talk to her again.
Hey, it's me. What's going on? Is everything okay?
Hey, Mrs. Brown. Sorry to ask this of you, but can you keep them here for a bit until I get there? I need to confront John and his girlfriend face to face. Also, there's one more thing I'd like to ask of you, if that's all right. If you still got the phone, can you hand it over to John? I'm almost there and I'd like to speak with him one last time before I arrive.
It's me, John.
Yeah, so I'm going to be there soon. I'm just a few minutes away from the resort.
Wait, are you seriously coming here? But I told you it wasn't necessary.
Yep, I'm on a cab right now. I'm on my way to meet you, your parents, and your girlfriend. Your mom said they'd cover the whole fee, so I don't have to worry about the cost. How thoughtful of them. They're really looking out for me, aren't they?
What the hell are you planning? Why are you coming here?
Well, it's not every day we get to all be together like this, is it? It's a special occasion, don't you think? Let's have a little family reunion, shall we? I'd sure love to meet this young lady of yours, too. I'm sure she's lovely.
We can do that another day. This isn't the time or place for a family reunion. Are you really gonna ruin everyone's trip?
You really don't get it, do you? You're unbelievable, John. You've already ruined it, idiot. You lied, you cheated, and now you're trying to downplay the consequences of your actions. Plus, Mrs. Brown told me she already asked the girl for her parents' number, so...
What are you gonna do? Call her parents? No, you can't do that!
Of course! I'm going to invite them over to our little get-together. It's only fair that they know what their daughter has been up to. Then we'll finally have everyone. Though, I wish I could invite my parents over too to see the show, but they're too far, so... Oh well, they'll have to settle for hearing about it later. I'll call them when it's just the two of our families. It'll be a fun conversation, I'm sure.
Now hold on a minute, Kayla. This is going way too far. You're blowing this out of proportion. Calling her parents over, that's going way too far.
Exactly what part of that is going too far in comparison to what you've done? You're the one who went too far, John, not me. Besides, we need to make them come pick up their daughter, don't we? She's clearly not capable of making good decisions on her own. Come on, don't tell me you seriously intended to just stay the night and drive her home like how you got here. Your dad's gonna wreck you again.
I'm asking you not to drag her parents into this mess is what I'm telling you. This is a private matter and it should stay between us.
If the girl doesn't have the ability to pay for herself, naturally the responsibility falls on her parents. She's still a student, so she can't pay up, can she? She doesn't even have the means to compensate me for the pain and suffering she's caused. How do you expect her parents to understand the gravity of the situation without them being here with us?
Yeah, I get it, but are you really going to go this far? This is getting out of hand, Kayla.
If anything, they thank me for showing them who roped their beautiful daughter into this mess. So let's do just that, right? Show them the total scum that you are. Let them see the real you, the liar and the cheater. Your parents are eager to meet them too.
Her parents live far away because she moved for college. It's going to take at least 2 hours for them to get here. This is going to take all night.
Well, since I'm arriving in about 15 minutes, we're going to have to kill the time, won't we? A relaxing spa sounds about right. It'll be a nice way to de-stress before the storm. I mean, we are at a resort, right? We might as well take advantage of the amenities.
How could you be so nonchalant about this whole situation? This is a disaster, Kayla. We're gonna be up the whole night once their parents arrive. You fine with that? Don't think you can get a room so easily. The resort is probably fully booked.
Oh, it's fine, since I'm going to be staying in your room after all. It's the least you can do after everything you put me through. I'm expecting your parents to pick up the girl, and if they won't, I'll kick her out anyways. Whatever the case, it's my room now.
Don't you feel bad? This is going to be so hard on everyone involved, including the girl and her family.
Plus, worst case, there's your parents' RV. We can always cram everyone in there if we have to. Anything really works for me, so shut up already. So there's absolutely no problem whatsoever in us staying up all night about what you've done, okay?
Even so, all of this is just way too sudden. I need time to process everything that's happened. We can do this once we've all calmed down, right? There's no need to rush into this.
I don't give a damn about what you want. Besides, I'm plenty calm, thanks.
Please, I'm begging you to just let her off. She's young and naive, and she made a mistake. She's got a whole future ahead of her, and I don't want to ruin it for her. Please, Kayla, have some compassion.
You know, you've been talking as though you really care about her well-being, but it's obvious you just want to keep yourself safe. After all, the worse off she is, the worse off it reflects on you. You just don't want to be held responsible.
Oh, please, I just genuinely care for her. I don't want to see her get hurt or punished for my mistakes.
If you really did, you wouldn't have cheated with her to begin with. Your actions speak louder than your words, John. You've got this all wrong, you get that? You're trying to twist the narrative to make yourself look better, but it's not working. You're the one who roped her into this mess, not her. You're the adult, and you should have known better. Don't you dare forget that.
You're not here to see what's going on. You don't know how upset she is. She's almost up to tears because of how frightened you've made her. It's only natural, if not just, to want to get her out of this situation.
Oh, really now? You're really going to play the victim here?
Don't you have a shred of remorse? You're acting like this is all some big joke.
Oh, her crying won't nearly be enough to satisfy me. I want to see you suffer too, John. Gotta make you cry too, don't I? You deserve to feel the pain you've inflicted on me.
No, please, Kayla, don't do this.
I'm in this to make you cry from the start. This is just the beginning, John. Oh, the situation's only going to get worse for you now. I mean, no shit, because of how you're acting. You're making this whole thing so much worse than it needs to be.
You're a fucking sociopath. You're enjoying this, aren't you?
It's a damn good thing you think that, because I really won't be pulling any punches. I'm going to make you pay for everything you've done to me. When I finally arrived, my ex-husband and the girl get begging me not to demand the money. I was getting pretty annoyed of their whining until my parents-in-law told them to shut the hell up. John didn't dare say a word afterwards. And since John wouldn't defend her any longer, the girl just kept crying and apologizing. Apparently, he couldn't even come up with any way to comfort someone so young. Then the girl's parents finally arrived too. After hearing the whole story, they apologized and promised to pay the money. The girl decided to go home along with her parents, but right until she left, she kept glaring at John. Though to be fair, even if you're young, if you're cheating, I think you aren't much better off anyways. Now that a couple of months have passed since our divorce, apparently John never visits his parents anymore. Whether he's ashamed or scared of being judged, he's one pathetic man. As for me, I spent a tiny bit of the consolation money and enjoyed myself a holiday at the resort. It felt great to wash away all that baggage.
Hey Harvey, sorry to bother you at work. I just want to let you know that I'm going down to my sister's place this weekend.
Oh yeah? What's going on?
You remember she gave birth recently, don't you?
Yeah, the baby's a girl, I think?
Yep, that's right. Well, she's having kind of a rough postural experience. She's really low on energy. It's hard to get her to get up and around most days. Plus her husband is going out of town for business this weekend.
Ouch, that must be really hard for her.
So I thought I would stay with her from Saturday morning until Sunday evening. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, of course, by all means. It's great that you're being such a good sister to her. Plus, the timing couldn't be better.
Oh, why do you say that?
I'm gonna take my parents on a trip to a day spa this weekend, so yeah, we would've each been doing our own thing anyway.
Oh, okay. That's kind of unexpected, actually. You don't usually spend much time with your parents.
Well, that's part of the reason I wanted to take them this weekend. My mom's been dealing with a lot of nasty back issues lately, plus my dad's left knee has been an absolute mess for years now.
Yeah, I can believe you said that.
So I went looking for day spas, and that's when I found out about this place. I've never seen it before. They've got everything. They have private hot tub rooms for groups, so we don't have to worry about being in dirty water that 100 other people have used. They also have a bunch of private sauna rooms, which I know my dad is gonna love.
You better watch out for him. He'll end up staying in there and keep himself alive.
Right? My dad loves saunas. Plus, they have a yoga class for older folks that's supposed to be good for the spine.
Boy, this place sounds perfect for you guys. What about you, Harvey? What are you gonna do while your dad sits in the sauna and your mom is yoga with all the other old ladies?
Well, me? I'm probably just gonna chill. They've got some relaxation rooms with automatic massage chairs. I'll bring a book and just hang out in there until mom and dad have had their fun.
Cool. Fun to use the book I gave you for your birthday. So, where is this place?
It's a ways out of town up in the mountains. It's a bit far, but like I said, the place looks incredible.
Cool. Is there some occasion?
Occasion?
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time I've heard of this. Sounds like it was kind of a spur of the moment, but is there some reason you choose to go this weekend?
No, it just so happens that my parents' schedules and mine lined up this weekend. Starting next week, they're going to be doing some work on the house that's going to tie them up for a while. I wanted to get this out of the way before that started.
Wow, you're gonna be relaxing in a day spa while I'm cleaning up newborn baby diapers. I'm jealous. I want a vacation too, haha.
Yeah, sorry about going by myself. I mean, with my parents too, but you know what I mean. This is gonna be some time for me and my folks to spend some quality time together. Don't worry though, we'll go somewhere nice all by ourselves in the near future, I promise.
I'm gonna hold you to that promise. It's been what, 5 years since we've gone on a vacation together?
Wow, has it really been that long? I'm sorry, Nora. Would you mind letting me have this time with my parents this weekend?
Sure, Harvey. I totally understand.
Thanks a bunch. I really appreciate it, I guess. I don't know. I've been feeling like I need to do more for my parents lately. You're totally right. It is unlike me to spend time with them. I want to fix that.
It's good that you noticed that. It shows you're doing some healthy self-reflection. I'm really proud of you, Harvey. You're making me feel bad. I've never done anything for my parents like take them to a day spa. The most I've done for them is buy them a gift card to a restaurant on their anniversary.
Nah, that's not true. You do a really good job keeping in touch with them. Better than me with my parents, anyway. Just don't end up like all the people who only realize how important their parents are after it's too late.
For sure.
Man, sometimes I think about what a little menace I was as a kid, and I want to travel back in time to slap myself. I was especially hard on my mom.
I think you're being too hard on yourself. You've been a fine son. Anyways, I should let you get back to work. Thanks for telling me about this weekend.
Yeah, you too. I hope you have a good time with your sister. I know she's going to be thrilled to have you over.
Same to you. I hope you have a great Did you make it all right?
Yep, we just got here a little bit ago. I'm exhausted from all that driving. It's going to take me a few days here to recover.
Too bad you're only staying for the afternoon.
Right? What about you? Are you at your sister's place yet?
Yeah, it looks like we both reached our destinations around the same time.
Man, though, let me tell you, this place is incredible. Nothing but thick pine forests and mountains as far as the eye can see. The drive down here was beautiful once we got off the highway.
I was surprised it took you so long. You must have been driving for a couple hours.
3 to be precise. There was an accident along the highway. Traffic was a mess.
Ooh, that's rough. Well, I'm glad you guys got there safely. So, what's first on the menu?
Food. Can't go in a hot tub on an empty stomach. I might pass out.
Great! Is there a restaurant in the spa or something?
Yeah, it looks pretty nice, too. They got a pretty good selection of healthy foods. A lot of organic vegetables and meat, lots of fruits. Dad's mouth is watering just looking at the menu.
Hey, you had better watch out to make sure your dad doesn't try to pay. We both know how quick he is to pull out his checkbook.
Trust me, I know. I'll probably have to remind him every couple minutes that this is my treat.
Well, tell me about the spa. I've never actually looked up the picture of the place. What is it like?
It's the most beautiful place I've ever seen. It's like a tropical resort on the inside with a log cabin sort of exterior.
Ooh, that sounds like an interesting combination.
It is. They pulled it off really well, plus the building has a really deep character to it.
Deep character. You're gonna have to explain that one to me, haha.
Well, I thought the building looked kind of old, and it is, but it's so well maintained. It's like a fine wine, it's ripened with age. It has that retro chic look to it.
Ah, I think I get you now.
I'm looking around and wow, it seems like everyone here is a college student.
Oh yeah? If it's as picture-y as you say it is, I'll bet they're all there to take pictures to post on Instagram or something. It sounds crazy, but a lot of young people will make plans based on what would look best on social media.
Well, if that's what this place is going for, it's definitely working. It takes me back to my old college days being around all these youngins. I feel like I want to jump right into the hot tub with these guys and start talking about midterms, where the party is this weekend, the next home football game.
You might want to not do that. You're almost 40. You'll scare the poor kids.
Let's see, what else can I tell you? Oh yeah, the decorations in the hallways are great too. They're all lined with tiki torches, but not real ones. Then there's strings of lights connecting each one that look like Christmas lights, but they're all just plain white, no rainbow colors or anything. Ah, and you wouldn't believe the view from the windows. I just looked out one and I can actually see the city way down below at the base of the mountain. I'll bet you anything the city lights look fantastic at night from up here. I'd really love to see that.
Boy, Harvey, you sure are doing your best to give an in-depth description of the spa's interior.
Was I going a bit overboard? I'm sorry, I miss you so much. I wish you were here, and I'm sure you're missing me too. So I wanted to give you as good an idea of what the place looked like, so you could feel like you were here with me.
Relax, Harvey. You're at a day spa. I'm grateful that you would think about me while you're enjoying yourself with your folks. But that's more than enough detail for a mental picture. Plus, I can always just look up pictures online or something.
All right, the internet. It sure is useful, huh? Good old internet.
Wow, Harvey, you really seem like you need to relax. Are you alright? Stressed out about work or something?
Stressed out? Me? I mean, yeah, I am. I'm sorry for being so stressed out. You know me, huh? Always getting stressed out.
Right, well, fortunately, you're spending the rest of the day at the spa, so you have plenty of time to get all that stress out of your system. Uh-oh, looks like it's my time to change the first diaper. Wish me luck! Let me know when you're on the way home, okay? Have fun!
Yeah, you too. I love you, Nora, very much. I hope to talk to you again really soon. Hey, Nora? Look, I'm really sorry, but there's been a slight change of plans.
Uh-oh, that didn't sound so good. Is everything okay?
Nah, everything's great. Couldn't be better. It's so great out here, actually, that we decided to stay overnight. Sorry, this was a real spur-of-the-moment thing. I'll be back home tomorrow morning.
Oh, you're still at the spa?
Yep, still here. Man, this place is awesome. You remember me telling you about the view of the city earlier? Well, now that it's dark, let me tell you what. This is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been, like in my entire life. My mom agrees.
She does?
Yep, she took one look at this view and said, Harvey, my boy, I want to spend the night here. Can you make that happen? And I was like, for you, Mom, anything.
You had that conversation with your mom at the spa just now.
Yep, just now.
How?
How? What do you mean, how? She's standing here next to me. I just talked to her.
No, she's not.
She's not what?
She's not standing next to you.
Well, technically, she's sitting...
Wrong again. She's laying down.
Huh?
Your mom's laying down on a hospital bed. She's in the hospital. So how can she be talking to you in the spa right now?
Um...
And your dad's there too.
Wait. Really? They're both in the hospital? Why? What happened?
Your dad said Mom passed out suddenly. I headed home just as soon as he told me. I'm there right now. As soon as I get ready, I'll be leaving to go to the hospital. Now, Harvey, tell me, where are you?
I'm at the spa, just like I told you.
You also said your mom and dad were there, but I know they're not. So, how do you expect me to believe you?
I really am still at the spa, honest.
Well, leave that alone for now. Dad says that he's been trying to contact you for an hour now, but you're not returning his calls or texts.
He has? Oh, shoot, he has. I wasn't paying attention to my phone.
What on earth is going on with you, Harvey? What are you doing?
That's not important. What's wrong with Mom? Is she gonna be okay?
I don't know. All I know is that she got taken to the hospital in an ambulance. Dad said right before she passed out, she started grabbing at her chest like it really hurt. From that, it sounded like the most likely curl-up is a heart attack.
Oh my God.
Then when she passed out, she had a pretty nasty fall. She hurt pretty seriously.
This can't be happening. What hospital is she at?
The same hospital your dad went to have his gallbladder surgery last year.
Ah, right, that hospital.
You don't remember the hospital, do you?
No.
Harvey, you mean you don't even remember that?
I'm sorry, I'm kind of in a massive panic right now. You'll have to excuse me if I don't remember every minute detail of my life story. You said she fell. Where did that happen?
Dad said it was while they were walking out of the bus stop to take them back into town. Why didn't you drive them there, Harvey? It doesn't make sense to make them take the bus while you were the one who drove them to the spa in your car.
It was an emergency.
What kind of emergency?
A work emergency! I got called into the office. Big deal, really important. I had to get there as soon as possible. I didn't have time to drive them into town.
Why couldn't you have dropped them off in the town on your way? Then they could have called a taxi or something.
Because I wasn't actually going to my office. I was going to a client's office. It's in the opposite direction.
Harvey, there's only one road to and from that spa, and it runs through the town. Not to mention, in all the years we've been married, you have never been called into work on a weekend, not even to your own office. So you're gonna have to come up with a new excuse. Your dad thought something seemed strange about your behavior earlier. Apparently you told them it was time to leave just about an hour after you got there. Both of your parents tried to tell you that they wanted to stay longer, but you practically pulled them out of the hot tub and pushed them out of the door.
That's not true!
Yes, Harvey. Yes, it is. Your parents were very disappointed. They'd been looking forward to this trip, but you cut it off way too short. Now tell me, Harvey, what is going on over there? What made you kick your parents out of the spa so soon?
Nothing!
Nothing?
Yeah, nothing!
Why are you lying, Harvey? The way you're acting is just bizarre. Bordering on creepy. You know you've been caught, but you're still lying? What are you trying to hide?
I told you nothing! It's just
what, Harvey?
I was afraid you'd get mad if I told you.
Told me what?
That I had to work today. I knew you'd get mad if I ditched my parents and went into work, so I didn't tell you.
Seriously, Harvey? If it really were the case that you've been called into work, I would have understood. It's your job. You can't help it if they need you to come in. We've already covered that you didn't get called in, so you're still lying. But that can wait till later. You need to go to the hospital and see your parents.
I know. Tell me what hospital they're at.
I'll send you the address in a second.
Okay, thanks. And, I might be a little while, okay?
Harvey, are you really at the spa?
What's my mom doing?
She's in a coma right now, completely unresponsive.
That doesn't sound good.
It's not good. When she fell down, she fell into a ditch alongside the road and hit her head pretty hard on a big rock. Then your dad went in to help her, but he slipped and hit his knee. He still managed to pull her back up, though, fortunately.
Man, my dad is tough.
But he's gonna have to be tough, and you are too. The doctor said that your mom may never get out of this coma. In his words, he said that it would be a miracle if she opened her eyes again. But even in that unlikely outcome, there will be serious lingering effects.
This can't be happening. I don't understand. Why did she pass out?
They said it was a heart attack, just like I thought. Her heart stopped so long that her brain went without oxygen for a while. The EMT said it was several minutes before the flow of oxygen was restored. You know what that means? Permanent brain damage.
But why, though? Mom had a bad back, but her heart was as healthy as a horse.
You dragged them out of the hot tub, immediately handed them their bags, and made them walk all the way to the bus stop. That caused a lot of stress on her heart, and the doctor said the stress is what triggered it.
No. You mean this is my fault?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying, Harvey. Now I want the truth. What in the world did you do this for? You went to your parents to tell them the whole truth.
I didn't think any of this was gonna happen.
I don't care about what you thought was going to happen. Tell me what did happen. No more hiding, Harvey. It's time to lay it all on the table.
I was always planning to stay the night at the spa, but not with my parents. The truth is, I was going there to meet someone else. My parents were just a cover story.
Who?
Someone I met at the club.
Someone isn't gonna cut it. A woman?
Yes,
And what club?
you know, a dancing club.
What kind of dancing?
Rhythmic dancing.
She's a stripper, isn't she?
She prefers the term exotic dancer.
So, a stripper. How'd you get a date with a stripper, Harvey? I thought those places has a strict no contact policy between the girls and Patreons.
It's usually not allowed, no. If they found out, she'd probably lose her job, but I can be a very convincing guy, you know. I got her to make an exception.
And this convincing involved money, didn't it?
A bit. And some other presents, too. I had to do whatever I needed to do to get her to like me.
How much did you spend on her?
A little.
How much?
A couple thousand.
How many thousands?
30.
You moron! Good grief.
I liked her as a person. She always had so many interesting things to say.
While she was grading half naked, or possibly even more than half naked?
Hey, in my defense, things never got physical between us. I never even touched her.
What exactly were you planning on doing tonight?
You know, talk about stuff.
Overnight in a private room? Ugh, I should have seen this coming way sooner. There were so many signs. You've been acting all weird all day. I mean, you gave me enough details about the interior decor for me to draw a diagram of the place.
I told you I didn't mean for this to happen.
You used your parents to cover up your affair. You meant for that to happen, didn't you? And to think you went through the whole routine about wanting to spend time with them, and I even complimented you for being a good son, but you're a terrible son.
Hey, that's going too far. They wanted to go to the spa, right? And I took them. That has to count for something. And it wasn't all about covering up my date. I really, genuinely, legitimately wanted to take them here. I thought that You know, as long as they left before she got here, then no one would be any the wiser. They would have enjoyed a nice trip with me. I could have my date and everything would be all right.
Well, everything was not all right. Your mom got hurt badly because of you. Should have driven them into town, or at least let them rest a while before you push them out of the door. Now hurry up and get to the hospital. You've done some apologizing to do.
I can't. I can't do it. I can't face my parents, not after what I've done.
You have to.
I'm the worst son in the world. It's all my fault. Why did God have to go and give my mom a heart attack? It should have been me. I should be the one in a coma.
Oh, for the love of God. Would you knock off the melodrama? You're just making an even bigger fool of yourself. Oh, your mom says she can hear you sobbing from the other side of the door, so hurry up and get in here.
Huh? Wait, Mom's awake? But you said...
That she would never wake up? Well, that was a lie. She's been wide awake the whole time.
But what about her head?
She didn't hit her head, you dork. She just twisted her ankle a bit, that's all. She's been in the hospital overnight, then released in the morning. They say she'll have to use crutches for a while, though.
You tricked me! Why did you do that?
It was your mother's orders. She said she wanted to find out what was really going on, and this was the only way.
No way!
Oh, and we're all looking at the phone right now. Me, your mom, and your dad. So, there's no more running and hiding, Harvey. It's time to face the music. Now, what did you do with the girl?
I left her at the spa!
Are you gonna go back to her?
Not a chance.
Good. If you answer any other way, you would have been begging to be put in a coma by the time I was through with you. Harvey knew that he'd been beat. He was much more complimented after that, and came right into the hospital room, slumped down onto my knees, and started weeping his eyes out. He apologized to his parents for using them like that, and apologized to me for ever even thinking about betraying me. He promised that he would cut things off with the girl and never go back to her club ever again. It seems like he was telling the truth about never having gotten physical with her. However, an emotional affair is still an affair, and he was going to have to get some punishment for that. So I put him on probation. And you know what? He genuinely turned his life around. Ever since then, he's been a changed man. He comes home right away after work without stopping at any bars or clubs. He helps me out around the house, which is something that we never used to do. In general, he does everything he can to make sure I'm happy and comfortable. If he had been this kind of man from the beginning, I would have been the happiest woman in the world. As for the girl, he cut his directionary spending on himself down to zero in order to replenish all the money from our savings that he spent on the girl. So, yeah, things are looking good for us right now. He's not out of the water yet, though. Not until his probation period is over. He still has 6 months left of that, and then we are going to have a family conference with us, his parents, and my parents to see where things go from here. If we all agree that he's turned over a new leaf, then I'll have no problem staying with him. But if he slips up, well, I've already given him a second chance. He won't be getting a third.
God damn it, Sarah! Hey, don't leave me on read! Stop ignoring my calls already and pick up!
Jake, you know phone calls are banned in the patient room. If we call, we're going to be a nuisance to other patients. If you aren't being one already, that is.
Who gives a shit about something like that? They're all probably just watching videos with their headphones on anyways. Honestly, it's not like anyone else is paying attention to us either. They won't be able to hear us talk.
That's not the issue though, is it? God, why are you always like this? Stop roping me into your troubles. I don't want to bother other people. Besides, I have no intention of calling you anyways. Can you, leave me alone already?
Why haven't you visited me yet? You haven't come to visit even once since I got hospitalized. Everyone else has had visitors.
Are you kidding me, Jake? If anything, why on earth would I have to visit you at all?
Your very own husband got injured in an accident. Every other patient's been asking me where my wife is. Aren't you even the least bit worried?
Let me think a bit. Nope, not particularly.
It was one real tragic accident at that. I could have died too. Don't you think I deserve a little sympathy here? It's not like I'm asking for much, just a little acknowledgement, you know?
Yeah, like you didn't bring this on yourself. You're always so damn careless. I wasn't even surprised this time too. So, no, you're getting zero sympathy from me at least.
Seriously? Are you being for real right now? I got fractures and bruises all over my body too. I think I broke all the bones I could even break. The doctors even said that my condition's critical and everything. It's not just a minor injury, it's severe and requires real attention.
Can you quit being such a drama queen? You always exaggerate everything. It's so exhausting. I know all you hurt was just your arm and leg.
Hey, my arm might be just a normal fracture, but my leg was a complex fracture, though. Heck, I'm taking painkillers and it still hurts so much.
I heard you fell from the 5th floor. The fact that you got away with just those injuries, that's some damn misfortune, I'll give you that.
That's it? That's all you have to say? Shouldn't you be more like, I'm so glad you survived, or thank God you didn't die, or something like that? I almost met the maker himself, and you act like it's nothing. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, good for you. Yet here you are, still making it all about you. I sure hope you thanked him for letting you off so lightly. You're clearly not in as much trouble as you make it seem. God, even when hospitalized, you're still annoying.
Anyways, it's been more than 2 weeks since I got hospitalized, right? How come you're so adamant about not coming to visit me? You don't even send a single text over from your end. You never initiate, whereas I'm trying so hard over here just to get your attention. Showing some empathy for once, it wouldn't hurt, you know. Feels like I'm completely forgotten over here.
Do you really want to know why? It's because texting you is draining. It's just a waste of time and energy. You're not even worth the screen time. Besides, it's true that I'm not worried for you anyways. Feel free to get hospitalized whenever you feel like falling down 5 stories again.
What the? How could you be so damn cold-hearted?
How the hell can you seriously expect me to be worried about you? I still haven't forgiven you over what you did. Don't you dare think for a moment that I've forgotten about it.
Come on, Sarah, we've already been over this together. I've apologized and everything, too. I mean, I think I've repented just about enough as well.
You've got to be kidding me. After all you did, you think that was enough for me to forgive you? I can't believe you think that was enough to fix everything. You've got some nerve.
Oh, come on, don't be like that, Sarah. I'm in pain. Don't make things worse. You said you'd forgive me if I met certain conditions and stuff, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Care to remember what those conditions were? You failing to meet them, that's the damn reason I won't come to visit you. I'm just so done with you, I can't. Just leave me alone and stop calling me. I'm already done with this back and forth. I'm going to go live my own life now. In the meantime, maybe you can figure out exactly where you messed up.
All right, fine, geez. Even so, I don't know what that says about you as a person if you won't even visit your injured husband. I gotta say, that's pretty messed up, Sarah. Where are your morals?
Don't push your luck with me, Jake. I swear to God. You're the last person I need a conversation on morals from. Despite all this, don't forget that I'm the one who compromised between the two of us.
What kind of wife says shit like that? It's honestly kind of unbelievable how selfish you are. Now that it's come to this, I'm telling on you. You always go a step too far, don't you? Wait till Mom hears about this.
God, you're pathetic through and through. It's always mommy this and mommy that whenever things go south, isn't it? Some people really just never make it past kindergarten.
You sure you want to be talking to me with that sort of tone? I'm really gonna tell her all about this. Don't think she'll let you off as easily as me once she hears about how cruel you've been.
Go on, then let's see you try. Some 5-year-old you are. After all, you're so incompetent that all you can really manage is to call mommy to solve all your problems. I'm not even surprised it turned out like this.
The fuck you say to me? Here I was thinking I'd go easy on you. Now you're gonna get it. My mom's gonna tear you apart to shreds and you'll wish you did as I said. Too late to regret this now. I'm telling her everything.
Sarah, why on earth won't you visit my Jake? I heard all about how cold you are from him, that you haven't visited once since he got hospitalized. Go visit him right now. That's your responsibility as his wife. How could you ignore your duties like this?
Look, I don't have the time to be dealing with this, let alone dealing with him. No offense, even if I did, I'd much rather spend that time working instead. Injured or not, I really have no intention of seeing him.
He really was right about you. How could you be so cold? This is unacceptable behavior from you. And you call yourself a wife? No wonder Jake's so hurt. He said that he couldn't even believe how cold you were to him.
Oh, is that so? No matter how you spin things or whatever you say, nothing's going to make me go see him. Frankly, I really could not care less right now.
Your husband's suffering from so much pain, and you don't feel a shred of remorse? My Jake is suffering all alone in the patient room, with no one to comfort him or keep him company. Just seeing a familiar face alone would surely lift his spirits, and yet you...
Well, if you're so worried about him, why don't you just stay by his side instead? Clearly, you care about him more than I do. You've always been so demanding when your son's involved. But stop forcing me to babysit your son already. I'm sick of it.
That's impossible. We have to take care of his father too. How inconsiderate can you be? I can't leave him for so many days on end as proper wife wouldn't. Which is precisely why I'm expecting you to instead. Also, New York is just too far from where we live.
But that's too bad, but you're going to have to give this one up. Because frankly, I have no obligation to take care of your son whatsoever. And I'm getting frustrated by you not picking up on that.
I can't believe this. I don't even know what to say. How come you still don't get it? To think that my Jake married someone who could be so cold-hearted. You're unfit to be his wife. Divorce my son this instant. I can't leave him with the likes of you anymore.
Divorce him? What are you talking about? I'm single right now.
Huh?
I actually already ended things with your son from before the accident. We are and have been strangers for quite a while already.
What do you mean? This is the first I've ever heard of this.
Apparently, Jake's only been telling you what's convenient to him. Knowing him, I really can't say I'm surprised though. He's always been good at spinning things in his favor. We're divorced for some time now. If you really can't believe me, I can get my family registry and all.
Wait, I'm so confused. Let me get things straight. Are you two really divorced?
That's what I've been saying.
Well, even still, would it kill you to give him a little attention? My poor Jake is in critical condition, you know. His leg has a complex fracture. Even if you're divorced, don't you think it's cruel that you just dismiss him like that?
Oh my God, Jake really hasn't told you anything, huh?
Huh? What are you talking about?
God damn it, Jake. So you really haven't heard anything about the incident that caused the divorce to begin with? Though this should come as no surprise at this point. I had a legitimate reason for breaking up with him. I didn't end things with him on some whim.
Incident? What is this incident? Jake never mentioned anything of the sort. How come I've never heard about this before?
In case you haven't noticed, not only was Jake a liar, but he was absolutely horrible as a partner. God, even talking about him is getting me annoyed. I can't wait to put this drama behind me.
What exactly happened between the two of you? You have to tell me properly.
Like mother, like son, the both of you are so self-centered. Well, it is something that Jake went so far as to hide from you, so you probably won't like anything I have to say about him now.
Oh my. What could he have done wrong that was so bad?
Being his mother, you might find what he did shocking. He sure seems to rely on you a lot too, so it can't feel good. But if you still want to know what he did, I wouldn't mind sharing though. Just don't blame me afterwards or rope me into some new quarrel.
Well, my mom's already reached out to you, hasn't she? I bet you got destroyed, didn't ya? Too late for you to come groveling back to me now.
Nope, not at all.
What the hell? That can't be. How come? My mom wouldn't back down to someone like you. She would have told you off right.
Jake, you really are pathetic. I should have known that you leave out important details to your mom. Anything that makes you look bad isn't worth mentioning, huh? I told her everything that happened between us, but she seemed really disappointed in you.
No way. You didn't. You actually talked back against her? What the hell did you tell her?
All I did was just tell her what you didn't care to. Before you go off crying to her about how I'm so cruel or whatever, maybe you ought to have told her about how we're not even married anymore. She actually thought we're still married and even told me to divorce you.
Oh, come on, that's not fair. We only got divorced so recently, too. We're practically still together. This is no way to treat your own husband.
What kind of screwed up logic is that? We're strangers now, which is why I have no obligation to come visit you or anything. And I have no desire to either. Get that through your head already. We are done.
But you could be even a little concerned. How can you be so cold and uncaring?
Cold and uncaring? I'm surprised you can even say that. Do you have any idea how much trouble you caused to me? No, my entire family. How much we suffered because of your gambling addiction. My family's still recovering from what you've done.
Hey, I already apologized about that, didn't I? How are you still stuck up on this?
You used up all my hard-earned money for gambling without even telling me. But yeah, sure, maybe I wouldn't have divorced you if it was all you did. But what you did afterwards, God, that's the real problem.
When you say you told my mom...
When we visited my family together, you even stole our family's possessions. You sold what we had in our family for generations for some pocket change, all to fuel your gambling addiction. You know you're no different from just some common thief, right?
Seriously? I apologized about that too, didn't I? I didn't even lose that much, and I was so close to winning.
That's not even the end of it, Jake. You even tried to make moves on my sister, too. She's still in high school. How could you even? Gambling and theft, and to top it all off, hitting on a minor. That's just appalling. It's beyond words. My parents were livid, I'll give you that. Honestly, I'm angry at myself for letting you in my life for so long.
But you said you'd let it go if we got divorced, though, right? Come on, forgive me already. Stop being so bitchy. Can you just come visit me? I'm in so much pain.
Please, I didn't even ask you to pay me and my family back. I let you off the hook for just divorcing me. If anything, you should be grateful. And yet, here you still are, whining about me not coming to visit you or whatever. What makes you think you have any right to demand things of me?
Hey, you're the one that said you'd let it go if we got divorced. So why is it so hard for you to listen to a favor or two, huh? I don't get why you're being so damn difficult.
I don't know what the hell is going on in that head of yours, but it's impossible to get through to you. In case you still don't get it, just leave me alone. Don't reach out to me ever again.
I don't give a shit about what you think. I'm telling you to come, so just fucking come already. Quit being such a fucking tease.
Excuse me?
Don't forget that you're my wife. So don't even think about disobeying me. Besides, you've got it all wrong, you insolent bitch. Since you're my wife, you should know that what's yours is basically mine. And by extension, I'm entitled to use your family's money for whatever the hell I please. That's what it means to be married.
Who do you think you are? How entitled can you get? You're scum.
Who the fuck are you calling scum, Sarah? I'm your damn husband and you'll treat me with some damn respect. In fact, who do you think you are talking to me like this? A wife has no right talking to their husband like this.
I can't bear to listen to you anymore. This is unbelievable. Seriously. Snap out of it, Jake. You're a mess. Don't embarrass your mother any further, please. I can't believe you're really like this.
What the hell are you on about, Sarah? Wait, what's going on?
This is your mother, you idiot. How could you be like this?
Wait, what? Mom? Mom, is that really you? Wait, how come you're there? What the hell is going on?
Sarah told me about all the events leading to your divorce, and I couldn't bear to just sit around anymore without confirming myself. How on earth could you do something as foolish as stealing your own wife's family? To think you also tried to make a move on her sister? She's still in high school, Jake. And to top it all off, you have the nerve to say that what she owns is by default yours as well? How can you justify any part of what you've done? What the hell are you talking about?
Hey, why are you getting mad at me? You're my mom. You're supposed to be on my side.
Don't you dare have an attitude with me, Jake. I'm now going to go to their place and apologize for all you've done. God, the shame you've brought upon our family. I'm so embarrassed for faulting poor Sarah when I didn't even know what you put her through. But most of all, I'm embarrassed of myself, so being so gullible as to believe such a stupid son.
What the hell, Mom? You're on my side, right? You should be. You're my mom.
Why in the hell would I be on your side after all you've done? A high schooler, Jake? A high schooler?
What? Huh? How come? That makes no sense.
How come? Do you have any idea how much you could still cause us? Sarah also told me that if you were to harass her any further, she'll demand you to repay her for all that you stole from her family. That's $200,000.
Well, that's not that much, right? So are you going to pay for it?
What the? How can you still be like this? Where are we supposed to get this sort of money from? I'm living off my pension over here. How can you be so financially irresponsible at your age?
Get off my back, will you? I mean, sure, maybe the amount is quite a bit more than we can handle, and maybe it's a little bit on me that we're in this situation. But what? Sarah whines a little and now you're just gonna come blame me for everything? You're not the type of person to be so easily convinced. Are you even trying?
Forget trying or convincing. I'm prepared to beg them for forgiveness. This isn't something that we can just talk our way out of. Just to make this clear, since you don't seem to understand, you are 100% to blame. I'm so ashamed to think I raised you like this, into such a person with so little common sense and decency.
God, stop being so dramatic about it, Mom. Jeez. Think about it. All this is some petty squabble between husband and wife.
To think that after all this, you're still so unaware of the gravity of the situation you've placed us in. How pathetic can you get? Just where did you go wrong to be so brazen about what you've done?
Hey, that's enough! You're being unreasonable about all this, Mom. You've always protected me and been on my side no matter what I did. What's so different now? Just quit nagging me already and talk Sarah around, would you?
I can see now that me protecting you has been a mistake. Me pampering you on every turn made you the man-child that you are now. I see that very clearly. I'm going to be apologizing to Sarah's family for all you've done, though I'm sure it won't be enough.
What, you too? If you've got time apologizing to someone else's family, how about you visit your own son? I've been getting pretty bored already, so can you just come? I'm the only one who doesn't get visitations in my room. You have any idea how embarrassing that is for me? You ever put yourself in someone else's shoes?
Jake, let me put this straight. You are an embarrassment to our family. Once this all settles, don't think you can come back home so easily. There's no place for someone like you in our family. And no, I will not come visit you. No matter how much you complain, enough is enough.
Hey, is my mom still there? Why is she ignoring my calls and texts too now? What the hell is going on?
Your mother is currently visiting my family to apologize for all you've done.
What? Sarah, is that you? Where the hell is she? Did she really go on her own?
She said she's going to apologize on behalf of you. Said she'll get on her knees, do anything to make things right with us. Though honestly, that wouldn't be enough considering what you've done.
Shut up! I want to talk to her right now. Put her on.
Said she'll go home once after she's done apologizing to us. Clearly, she's had enough of you.
Why won't she come visit me before going back? What, but she has the time to go visit someone else's family? That's not fair.
She said that she doesn't even want to see your face right now. I mean, even if she did see you, let's be honest, she'd probably want to beat you to a pulp out of anger. Though common sense would stop her from hurting someone hospitalized. Unlike you, she appears to have some self-restraint.
You don't know her like I do. There's no way that's true. She'd never say any of that. And she'd never raise her hands against me.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Who knows? Either way, she has to take care of your grandfather anyways, so you're at the bottom of her priorities for now. She can't risk staying away from them for too long, unlike with you. She did say she'll come visit you some other day, though. She said she'd also hire some people to take care of your grandfather first, so she can visit longer.
What the hell, Mom? Why'd you go that far just to not see me? Is she really that mad at me, though?
Jake, did you already forget what she said to you last? She told you not to come back home, didn't she? She might as well have disowned you. That's her telling you she wants to cut ties.
Hang on, disown me? For real? You've got to be kidding me.
Nope, I'm being for reals. She was so mad even then that before she left. She said she's never going to let you anywhere near their house again. Unlike you, she actually understands how serious your crimes are. Seriously, thank goodness your mother's got some common sense. She's actually facing the reality of the situation. How on earth did she raise a fool like you?
Thank goodness there's nothing good about this! If I can't even go home, how am I supposed to ask for help?
It's time to face reality, Jake. This is all what you brought upon yourself through your addictions and mistakes. You're just reaping what you sowed.
Who gives a shit? I'm injured. I'm hurt, and I deserve some damn sympathy regardless. Why is everyone out to get me? How about you show a little compassion instead of just tearing my head off? All you ever do is just criticize. Why can't you be more like my mom?
Just how long are you going to keep playing the victim? You only have yourself to blame for all of this. The same goes for you and your injuries. You were drinking yourself to a stupor over our divorce, and you got up on the balcony, didn't you? How can you let yourself go like that?
I mean, yeah, that is what happened, but even still, you don't have to keep putting it like that.
God, you're just embarrassing through and through. I mean, forget causing us trouble. You're also being a nuisance to society as a whole. The apartment's administrators, the paramedics, and hospital staff, you've dragged so many people's lives into your pathetic mess. Are you just going to be a burden on anyone around you for the rest of your life? You're constantly dragging others down with you. Was my family not enough for you?
I didn't intend for any of this to happen. I didn't mean to cause trouble or burden other people or anything like that. I just got caught up in my own mess, and now it just kind of looks bad. I was just feeling lonely because I wanted you back.
Heard you yelled out my name before jumping off the balcony. Stuff like, come back, or like, I'll curse you for as long as I live. You even managed to get reported from your neighbors over the racket.
I don't really remember any of that happening. I mean, like, I was drunk and emotional, so...
Always have an excuse, don't you? You're good for nothing, but no one can be as much of a nuisance as you are. People like you should just shut up and live without making a sound. Think about all the people you cause trouble to. No one, and I mean no one, likes you at all because of your actions.
That's not true! I have people who like me! You're wrong. You've got to be. I mean...
Yeah? If I'm so wrong, try naming someone who could even remotely like you. Go on then. Who? Who on earth have you yet to push away or let down? Even your mom, who babysat you every turn, has had enough with you. Enough that your own mother would cut ties with you.
The nurses at the hospital, they've been nice to me. At least nicer than any of you have been throughout this whole ordeal.
The nurse? If you really think that, then you're one pathetic loser. Of course they're nice. It's their damn job to take care of you. They're not working as nurses because they love you so much that they literally wipe your ass.
Did my mom really say she'd be cutting ties with me?
If you're so worried, why don't you go ask her yourself? Well, I doubt you'd be able to for a while given how your body is.
No, this can't be happening. This has to all be a mistake of some kind. No way you and my mom are both giving up on me. What did I do that's so bad? How did I get here?
What did you do? Instead of just pushing up your self-pity onto other people, maybe it's about time you look back on your actions and reconsider what exactly you did wrong. Sit there, alone, and seriously think about where you messed up. You've got plenty of time to think while you're still hospitalized, don't you? Lucky for you, there's no one who'd visit you anyways. In the end, Jake really didn't receive any visitors. Given how not even any of his relatives came, it's safe to say that word got around in his family of all that he's done. Afterwards, I received word that we were able to locate and buy back all that Jake had sold away. Apparently, his mother came to my family with $200,000 in hand and gave it to us so that we could buy back our belongings. I should add that the money wasn't actually his mother's money, but rather money that she made Jake responsible for paying back. She probably threatened to really disown him unless he paid us back himself. That being said, though, Jake still hasn't been allowed back into his family. Though they haven't disowned him, they're totally giving him the cold shoulder. He's going to have to repay his debt all alone from now on. He's getting exactly what he deserves, really. Looking back, Jake was a total ass through and through. I'm so glad to finally put him in the past at last. With the debt repaid for now, I no longer have to worry about earning for my family. I can't wait to see where my life takes me next.
Hey, Kyle, sorry to bother you at work. Are you still on your lunch break?
Yeah, Allie, I was just about to start eating, actually.
Okay, is this a good time? I wanted to ask you something. You know my little shoulder bag, right? Have you seen it anywhere? I could have sworn I put it away in the closet like always, but it's not there.
Oh, you mean that black one?
Yeah, that's the one.
You haven't used that thing in forever, though.
Well, I guess I haven't used it very much since Melanie was born. It's a logistical thing, you know? Now that I'm taking a kid around everywhere with me, I need more bag space. But I still use it from time to time.
Oh, really? Sorry. I hadn't seen you use it in so long that I figured you didn't want it anymore. I kinda gave it to my little sister a while back.
You what? You gave it to Nellie?
I talked to you a while back about her husband, right? He's hit kind of a rough patch in his career. He's not really taken home enough money to pay the bills. Nellie tells me they're in a really bad financial pinch. And Nellie's kid is still a baby, so it's not like she can go out herself and work.
I'm still waiting for the part where you explain how that's related to you giving her my shoulder bag.
I'm getting there. So she's got a class reunion coming up, and you know, with the hard time they're having paying their bills, she doesn't have any money to spend on a nice dress and stuff. I was under the impression that you didn't really use that bag anymore and probably wouldn't miss it, so I let her have it.
That is still not a valid reason for giving her that bag. How could you just give that to her without even asking me? It's my bag.
Come on, what's the big deal? How long have you had that bag? You bought it before Melanie was born, so it has to be more than 10 years old. What's so special about an old bag like that? It's probably out of style anyway.
Don't you know anything about bags? It was a really expensive brand. It doesn't matter how old it is. I still loved the design and it was still in good condition. Not to mention I bought that with the money I earned before we got married.
I'm really sorry, Allie. I had no idea. Tell you what, you can go ahead and buy a new one, okay? Any bag that you want.
I can't just go out and spend a couple grand on a new handbag right now. We have a child, Kyle. We need to be saving money for our future.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, Allie.
It's not like I can just ask her to give it back. You already gave it to her. So I'm just going to have to live with it. But Kyle, let me make myself perfectly clear. You will never do anything like this ever again, okay?
Yep, I've learned my lesson, Allie, honest. I just got so caught up in wanting to help her out, you know?
Why was giving her my bag the first thing you thought of? What about giving her money? Isn't that easier?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Oh, does that mean you'd be okay with giving her money?
If you want to give her some of your monthly spending money, then be my guest. You've been going to the bar a lot lately, so how about cutting back on that?
Are you kidding? You want me to stop drinking? I work hard enough to deserve a little fun.
Is drinking the only way you know of to have fun? You can't get a new hobby, not that drinking is a legitimate hobby. If you can do that, you'll both be healthier and have more money to help out your sister.
But we both have jobs, right? We're not exactly hurting for money or anything. What do you say? Could we give them a few $100 a month to help them get through this hard time?
We may not be hurting for money, but we're definitely not rich either.
We're able to put away a decent amount of money every month. I'd say we're doing pretty well. And think about it. When's the last time we've had to hold off on buying anything we wanted because we didn't have enough money?
That's less about how much we make and more about how good I am at managing our finances.
Please, Allie, won't you please help out my sister? All I'm asking for is $500 a month.
$500? That's not exactly pocket change, Kyle.
Nellie's husband is only taking home $1,100 a month after taxes, Allie.
Wow, I didn't know they had it that rough. I didn't even know how it's possible for 3 people to live on just that.
Right. Do you understand how serious I am now? It's not gonna be forever, just until Nellie's able to work again. She tells me that she's looking for a daycare for her kid right now, so I doubt it'll be very long.
Just to be clear, this is a gift, right? In other words, you're not going to expect her to pay it back.
Well, yeah.
All right, then tell me how long you want to keep this up. Pick a date and stick with it. No extensions.
How about a year?
A year? Oh, that is way too long. You can multiply, can't you? What's 500 times 12 months, Kyle?
Okay, up to a year, or however long it takes her to find a daycare for her kid, whichever is shorter. Would that satisfy you?
Fine, I can deal with that. However, you're going to have to be on her back about finding a daycare as soon as possible. Got it?
Yeah, I got it. Thank you so much, Allie. I'm gonna tell Nellie right away.
Be sure you let her know that 500 is the absolute maximum amount, too. And if you want to give them anything beyond that, it's going to come out of your monthly spending allowance.
I got it. I'm pretty sure 500 is all they'll need, though. That'll be a lot of money for them. I really can't thank you enough for agreeing to help Nellie out, Allie.
Hey, Kyle, where are you right now?
Hey, Allie, I'm still out eating lunch with my friend. I told you about that before I left, didn't I?
Yeah, you did, but something's come up and I'm going to need you to come back home right now.
You know I can't do that. He had to drive a whole hour to get here. I can't just flake out on him like this.
Tell me where Melanie's piggy bank is.
Her piggy bank?
You gave it to Nellie, didn't you? We have been looking all over for it, but can't find it anywhere.
I have no idea where it is. You don't think I'd be so heartless as to take my own daughter's money, do you?
You did take my shoulder bag, so...
Well, that was only because I thought you weren't using it anymore.
And it's not just that. A couple of my scarves and a watch are missing too. Go on and fess up, Kyle. You've got a long enough rap sheet for me to know it's you.
Rap sheet? Don't talk about me like I'm some common criminal.
If you didn't take it, then where is it? If it's an inanimate object, it can't just get up and walk away.
Maybe Nellie stole it?
What? When was she at the house?
A couple of days ago. She came with her kid just to chat and have a cup of tea with me. You were at work, and I'm pretty sure Melanie was at a friend's house at that time. I don't know, maybe she took it while I was in the bathroom or something?
I don't believe it. She's a thief. I'm gonna have to talk to your mother about this.
No, you can't. If you do that, it could cause a huge rift in our family.
I don't think I have any obligation to hold back here just because she's family. What she did was a crime, you know.
They're in a huge financial crisis, though.
And we're giving them $500 a month to help them out. What, is that not enough for her? She can't pay her bills unless she steals an elementary school girl's piggy bank? If she wanted more, she should have asked for it.
Okay, I'll talk to her about it.
You got that right. And don't forget, I want all the money and the bank itself, too. Melanie's been working so hard to save up that money. She's been holding off on spending any of her allowance for, I've forgotten how long.
Don't worry, I'll be sure to get it all back, trust me.
Make it quick. And one more thing, tell her that she has crossed the line and there is no coming back from this. We're cutting off their $500 a month support, and we will never give them any support ever again.
Isn't that going a bit too far?
Too far? Is that a joke? I don't believe it. You're still taking pity on her after what she's done?
I don't think you understand what she's going through right now. I mean, think back to your own college days. You said that you were in a really bad bind when you first started out on your own, right?
Yeah, and? As bad as things got, I never stole anything from anyone.
I bet you'd feel different if you had to take care of a kid and yourself. We might be doing all right for ourselves now, but who knows what curveballs life might throw at us. We could end up in the poorhouse by the end of the month. What if we got in a bad car accident and couldn't work? Or worse, what if one of us was killed? The kinder we are to the people around us, the more those people would be willing to help us if something like that happened.
I'm sorry, what does that hypothetical have to do with letting Nellie get away with stealing? I really can't see the connection at all. I would never even think to steal from my benefactors, no matter how hard life got for me.
Okay, maybe I'm not exactly putting it into words as best as I can, but I don't know, I just think we need to be the bigger person and let it slide. You're being way too hard on her, I'd say. She's my sister, after all.
I understand how you feel, Kyle, but I think it's time we transition away from monetary support. We can help her look for work, help her out looking after her kid, that sort of thing. I'll bet there are plenty of government programs she could take advantage of, too. I can help her look for some.
Well, I'm pretty sure she's already doing that by herself.
Then I guess we'll have no choice but to talk to her then. If we don't know what kind of support they need, we won't be able to give it to them.
Wait, let me talk to her first, okay? You see, she kind of told me about her finances in confidence. She doesn't know that I've told you about it yet.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, I'd rather she not know that you know, at least for the time being.
Well, I guess I can see where you're coming from. All right, fine. You go ahead and talk to her first. Be sure to let her know that I'll be willing to help her out in whatever way I can, okay?
I'll do that, Allie.
And again, talk to her sooner rather than later. Melanie is really sad about losing her piggy bank.
You got it. I'll talk to her right away.
Good afternoon, Nellie. I wanted to let you know that we just got a lovely fruit basket delivered to our house. Some of these are really exotic. They look delicious. The tag said that you were the one who ordered it. Is that right? Oh, it arrived. Oh, that's great to hear. We actually just got back from an amazing tropical vacation. We had some of those fruits at our hotel, and we thought you guys might like a taste of the tropics too, so we ordered a whole set to send to your house. Oh, wow. Thank you. I think I might just dig into some of these for dessert tonight. But, if you don't mind me asking, are you sure you guys should be going on a big vacation right now? Oh, let me tell you what. I was not looking forward to traveling with a baby, but the people at the airport were really nice. Did you know they let you carry on a stroller for free? And that boy slept through the whole flight. He basically fell asleep the second we stepped onto the plane. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that. A tropical vacation, huh? I'll bet everything was pretty expensive. No, we We actually paid for everything with the miles my husband had on his credit card. It barely cost us a thing. Right. Listen, I bet you're sick of talking to my husband about this, but, Oh, you mean the money, right? Well, yeah. So, have you thought about my offer at all? Do you want to sit down and try to sort out your finances? Wait, our finances? Yeah, if you've got enough money to go on a tropical vacation, we should be able to make things work. I'll bet if we just change a few things here and there, you'll be able to save up a lot more than you currently are. But before that, I did have one other favor to ask of you. I have been waiting for you to give Melanie's piggy bank back. When can you bring that over? What are you talking about, Allie? Melanie's piggy bank? I don't have it. I didn't even know she had one. Sorry, I'm not following you. I've heard about everything from Kyle, Nellie. He's been giving you a lot of money and even some of my personal things. Huh? He's been giving me money? I wish. I'm still waiting for him to make a single payment on the $20,000 he owes me. It's like squeezing blood from a rock trying to get money out of him. Whoa, wait 1 second. 20,000? That's news to me. Really? You didn't know I lent him $20,000? No. Wow. Yeah, wow is right. He's been telling me that you guys were in serious financial pinch and needed our help. We've been sending you $500 a month for the last few months. I haven't seen one single cent of that money. I don't believe it. Kyle lied to me. Nellie, it looks like we've got a lot to talk about. Would you mind if I came over to your house right now? Definitely. Come over anytime. I think Kyle's been lying to both of us. I want to hear straight from you what's really been going on. Gladly. I'm curious what else he's been telling you, too. I'll put on a pot of tea.
Allie, where are you? You're not at home. Did you go somewhere with Melanie?
Look at the dining room table.
What? What are these, divorce papers? What's the meaning of this?
I thought that would be obvious.
Well, it's not, so start explaining. What's the matter, Allie? What did I do to deserve this?
I think you know.
I'm asking you because I don't know.
Does the number 20,000 mean anything to you?
Oh.
I see that jogged your memory.
Nellie told you?
I keep waiting and waiting, but you never brought back the piggy bank that you told me Nellie had stolen. Then one day I randomly got a massive basket of tropical fruit from her in the mail. We got to talking about this and that, and before long, we started to realize that we were both under some misconceptions.
I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry.
So are you finally ready to tell me the truth?
Yeah, I'll tell you everything. You see, there's a friend of mine, and his mom is really sick, like deathly sick. She needs an operation, but her insurance company says they won't cover it. And obviously the surgery costs a fortune, so he asked me if I could help him foot part of the bill. I didn't know where else to turn, so I borrowed the money from Nellie to give to him.
Uh-huh. And why didn't you ever think to talk to me about all of this?
Well, because it's a ton of money.
Uh-huh, right. Well, would you like to try to tell me the truth again, or should I do it for you? Looks like you've chosen the latter option. You borrowed it to give to the girl at the bar, didn't you? And you didn't borrow it from Nellie, you borrowed it from some much shadier people. You just used the money from Nellie to keep them off your back for a while. I've been looking into you for the last week. I know everything. So you can cut with the lies, Kyle. You've got nothing left to hide. So let's start over. Would you like to tell me the whole story now?
I'm so sorry, Allie, but she really wasn't trouble. I mean it this time. I wanted to do whatever I could to help her.
And she never contacted you again after you handed over the money, right? Not only that, she quit her job at the bar and left town.
How do
I know that? Oh, you want to know? It's simple, really. I went through your phone.
You what? You can't do that. That's a violation of my privacy.
Your privacy? You helped yourself to our family's savings, my personal belongings, and even our daughter's piggy bank. And yet you still want to act all sanctimonious about your privacy? Oh, I have had enough of you, Kyle. I don't want to hear anything else from you but how you're going to pay all that money back.
I'm sorry.
Apologies aren't going to get you anywhere with me. Or your parents. Yes, Kyle, both your mother and your father both know what's going on.
Oh no, you've got to be kidding me.
You borrowed $20,000 from your younger sister and you have yet to pay back a single cent. No, Kyle, I am definitely not kidding you. You can't blame me either. You were the one who went and dragged your family into this financial mess.
This is bad. What did my dad tell you?
He told me that he had no objections to me divorcing you, and also that he would make sure you paid back both Nellie and me for everything you took from us.
I will. I'll pay back everything, I promise. But please don't divorce me. You're making a huge mistake, Allie. I've been working really hard. I never told you, but I've been working a part-time job on my days off. I'm doing everything I can to pay everything back. So please give me a chance to show you how serious I am. Trust me.
You want me to trust you? After you got deceived by an idiotic lie from the first pretty girl to ask you for money?
All I did was give her money. It's not like I was trying to have an affair or anything.
Is that so? Then you'll have to explain the texts I saved of you asking her out on dates. How can I interpret that any other way than you were trying very hard to have an affair?
Well, the thing is, I just, wanted to go talk to her, see how she was doing, that sort of thing.
You can stop trying to make up excuses, Kyle. You went into debt to give money to a girl you were trying to have an affair with. Not only that, you borrowed and stole from your own family to try and pay it off. I don't need a disaster like you in my life anymore. Get your things packed up and get out of the house.
Allie, please, I'm so sorry. I'll never go to that bar again, or any other bar. I'll never borrow any money again either.
Those are all very good things for you to do, I'd say. Not that it's going to keep me from divorcing you. Good luck in your future endeavors.
Don't talk like that, Allie, after all we've been through. I need you. I can't live without you. I don't know what I'll do without you in my life. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay back all my debts by myself.
Borrowed it of your own accord, Kyle. You're going to have to figure out some way to pay it back on your own.
I never thought she would deceive me like that, though. She told me she would pay it all back to me eventually. I'm a victim too, Allie. Oh God, please don't leave me.
You can call yourself a victim all you want. The fact remains that all of this is your own fault. You used our own goodwill against us and betrayed the trust of your wife and your sister. And the heartless cherry on top of the evil cake is the fact that you even stole Melanie's piggy bank. Are you some kind of psycho? Do you even have a soul? I will never, ever be able to forgive you for everything you've done to your family.
I didn't have any choice, Allie. It's not like I could just come out and admit the whole thing to you. You would have left me on the spot for sure.
You can't have thought you'd be able to keep that a secret from me forever. You were only delaying the inevitable.
I was a complete idiot. I'm truly sorry. I'll never make such a moronic mistake again. Can't you find it in your heart to forgive me?
Never. Not in a million years. I told you, Kyle, I read your texts. You didn't just want to check up on how the girl was doing. You were telling her that you were in love with her.
That's not true. I was never serious about her. You're the only woman I love. Please believe me.
If you really loved me, you wouldn't have done what you did. You stole from me time and time again and told me lie after lie after lie to justify it. Even after you knew you were caught, you still kept trying to lie to me. So no, I won't believe you. I will never believe a thing you say to me ever again. Even after all that, Kyle kept trying to fight the divorce for some time. But once his family got involved, he became much more pliable and consented to the divorce in short order. Right before he signed the divorce papers, he got on his knees and begged me one last time for forgiveness. He seemed so sincere and broken up about it that I almost believed him. Almost. Unfortunately for him, I can't unsee what I saw. I read all of his texts to that girl, all the I love yous and the when can I see yous. So the only feelings I have left for him are hatred and scorn. Right now, Kyle is getting hit from all directions with payments on his original loan, payments to his sister, and alimony and child support payments to me. And out of those, he's currently behind on his payments to his sister and his child support payments. I'm feeling pretty good about my decision to not trust him right now. If he doesn't make his child support payments in the next few days, I am prepared to sue to have his paycheck garnished. I'm not concerned at all about how rough his life gets anymore. I'm going to make sure he fulfills his responsibilities to his daughter. Oh, and one more thing. It turns out Kyle broke Melanie's piggy bank to get the money out, so I had to buy her a new one. What kind of monster does that, really? Melanie's a strong girl, though. She's kept her head high throughout all of this. From now on, I want to devote myself to supporting her more than ever before. Hey, Cody. I finally finished work today, and I am on my way home now. Hopefully I did better this time, though, and won't have to go through more training like before.
You did great. Good job for making it through another tough day. And I'm sure they're never going to have you go through that again. Were you able to get through it without hearing anything annoying from your boss today?
Ugh, no luck there. I ended up getting hassled by the office queen once again. I don't know why she always has to say something rude to me. It's like she thinks it's her right to say whatever she wants to me, even though some of the things she's saying aren't even right in any environment.
It's probably because you're so cute. She's probably just jealous.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
She's probably jealous of you, so she's being mean to you out of spite. People with ugly hearts always act that way. Honestly, she's probably bitter because she's older and sees someone young and pretty like you. It must be getting under her skin.
You really think so? Could someone seriously be that petty to come after me every day over something like that?
Absolutely, it's a classic case of jealousy. But hey, if it ever gets too much, you can come to me. I'll take care of that office queen for you. I'd be more than happy to help you file a lawsuit against her.
Wait, what? You think that's even possible?
Definitely. If you leave it to me, I'll make sure it's handled. Don't underestimate the power of legal action.
You mean you're actually talking about taking her to court? Well, that sounds so complicated, though. I don't know. Can you really file a lawsuit just because someone is being a bit of a bully at work?
It's simpler than you might think. All you need to do is hire a good lawyer. You know how the U.S. is known as the land of lawsuits, right? Just like in Europe, where people are always using lawyers. Americans should start using them more freely. Jolie, you already left, right? I'm really sorry about today having to cancel our date because I came down with a fever. You even came all the way here, but the timing just didn't work out. And on top of that, my nephew was here, so I'm sure you were pretty shocked.
Cody, are you feeling any better?
Yeah, the fever's gone down after I took the medicine I got from the hospital. I think I'm okay now.
But the one with the fever was your child, right? How could you be such a terrible father?
Huh? What are you talking about?
This boy, he's really your child, isn't he?
No, you've got it wrong. He's my nephew, I swear.
Cody, I called the police and had them come to your apartment. They spoke to the boy and he told them that you're his father and that you haven't been home for days. What's going on?
Wait, you didn't actually leave earlier? And why are you trusting everything a kid says? They don't always know what they're talking about.
I pretended to leave. I thought if you suspected something, you'd come home right away. And the boy's behavior was strange, so I felt like something wasn't right. Before you could come back, I wanted to make sure the police could get involved and protect him.
What exactly are you accusing me of here?
We'll find out soon enough whose child this is. The police are already looking into it.
Wait, what?
Cody, just tell me the truth. Who is this boy? What have you been doing to him?
Nothing! I haven't done anything to him!
Then why does he look like this? He is skin and bones, and it seems like he has a fever, too. The police said they considered his condition dangerous enough that they decided to take him to the hospital. His health is in such bad shape that they deemed it necessary to get immediate medical care.
You let them take him to the hospital without even asking me first?
I decided after discussing it with the police, we also notified Child Protective Services. The fact that they approved taking him to the hospital shows how bad his condition was. They believed it was a life-threatening situation, so it was necessary to act quickly and get him to a safe place.
You're blowing this way out of proportion.
Stop trying to dodge this. Just explain already. It's clear to me that this is your child. I want to hear it from you. I want you to tell me what's really going on.
Well, the truth is I'm divorced. My ex-wife left me about 3 years ago.
So that's why you have custody of him now?
Well, I wouldn't say I have custody. It's more like I got stuck with him. I didn't want to take him in, but what choice did I have?
What about when I came over to visit your place? Was he there then? He must have been.
I usually tell him to stay outside when you come over, or if that's not possible, I make him stay in the bathroom.
What? In the bathroom, even at night?
Yeah, I don't want him making a mess all over the place. It's easier to keep things clean that way.
Making a mess? What are you talking about?
Kids are messy. They get things dirty all the time.
But there's no heating or cooling in the bathroom, is there? How could you leave him in there? What were you thinking?
It's fine. The bathroom's indoors. It's not like he's out in the cold. I just tell him to sit still and he's fine.
Cody, do you even realize what you're saying right now? Do you understand that this is a child we're talking about?
Kids are tougher than you think. You wouldn't understand because you don't have kids.
That's not the point. This child is severely underweight and clearly neglected. How long have you been leaving him like this?
It hasn't been that long, just 2 or 3 days maybe?
3 days? And you lied about being sick, didn't you? Where were you really?
Fine, I'll admit it. I was out camping with some friends. I had some vacation days saved up. I completely forgot that we'd made plans for a date. I'm sorry about that.
Why didn't you just tell me the truth from the start? Why did you lie?
There were some girls in the group, and I figured it would be too much hassle to explain everything, so I just said I was sick to avoid a complicated conversation. It was a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Girls? Was this some kind of matchmaking camp or something?
Some people were there for that, but I wasn't. I was just there because they needed more people. I have you, after all. You're my fiancé.
The fact that you felt the need to hide it from me tells me you were up to no good.
No, really, it's just that I wanted to have one last hurrah before we get married, you know? I'm sorry, okay?
I can't believe you. But what you should be apologizing for is not to me, but your child, don't you think?
Him? I don't really care about him.
He's been waiting at home for you this whole time, Cody. Waiting for his dad to come back. Can you even imagine how that must feel?
I don't understand why he left the house. I specifically told him not to go outside.
Maybe because he was desperate for help. He was suffering and probably just hoping that someone would rescue him. Poor thing.
This is such a disaster.
Cody, are you more upset about the fact that the police discovered the existence of your child rather than the fact that he's in critical condition?
Well, you're mad, aren't you?
Of course I'm mad, but not because you hid your child from me. I am furious that you've been mistreating him this whole time. How could you do this?
You're acting like you're all about kids all of a sudden.
Anyone with a heart would be devastated by what's happening here. How can you look at what's happening and feel nothing? Hospitalized until his condition stabilizes. His immune system was weakened and he's caught some kind of infection, too.
Well, thanks for today. You really helped me out with a lot of stuff. I'll make it up to you next time, all right? I'll take you to a really fancy Italian restaurant, something high class.
What are you talking about? You think I'm going to dinner with you after this?
Jolie? Wait, what's wrong?
There's no way I am marrying a criminal like you. I am calling off our engagement.
What? What are you saying? You were so excited about marrying me not too long ago. You even said you couldn't wait to start our life together.
What you did is a crime. You might even get arrested for it. Do you even understand the severity of the situation?
Arrested? Come on, it's not that serious.
A person like you deserves to be locked away in prison. There's no way I'd ever marry someone who treats children like this. My parents would never accept you, so this is it. We're done.
Wait, hold on. Are you really serious about breaking off the engagement? I didn't even do anything to you. Why are you this mad?
Of course I'm angry, and don't act like you didn't lie to me about everything. You even went to some camping trip that was basically a group date.
Okay, I'll admit I messed up and I'm sorry for lying, but I still care about you. I care about our future together.
I can't trust someone who would do such horrible things to a child. What if we have kids in the future? You'd probably treat them the same way.
No, I would never do that. If it were our kids, I'd treat them like they're the most precious thing in the world. I'd be an amazing dad, I swear.
Really? You seriously think you'd be a great father? Your behavior clearly shows you have some major character flaws. I can't marry someone like you.
Wait, is this because you feel bad for my kid? If you're so worried about him, why don't you just become his mom? We could fix everything if we got married.
Excuse me?
Yeah, think about it. You care about the kid, right? You think he's cute and all that. If we get married, you could be his mom and it would solve everything. He'd have a proper family and you wouldn't have to worry anymore.
Are you out of your mind? You are completely delusional. You seriously think I'd marry you after all this just to become a stepmom? I'd rather stay single forever than be stuck with someone like you.
Jolie, what happened to you? You used to love me so much. Is this really you? I can't believe this is happening. You're breaking my heart.
The moment I realized what you did to that poor child, everything changed. I can never forgive someone who harms a defenseless kid. You need to stay in prison and think about what you've done for a long time.
Wait, am I really going to be arrested?
Yes, that's what I've been telling you.
Why, though? This is insane! You're blowing things way out of proportion! It was just discipline, that's all it was!
Discipline? If you think what you did qualifies as discipline, then you absolutely deserve to be arrested. Society will be a better place if you're behind bars.
I don't want to go to prison! My life will be over if that happens! I'll be ruined! How will I survive that? I'll be done for!
It's your own fault. You've already ruined yourself with your actions, so you might as well accept it. You've brought this on yourself.
Jolie, please. Please help me. Talk to the police. Tell them I'm a good dad. I can't go to jail. I just can't.
I am not going to say anything to help you. There is no way I'd lie for you.
Come on, don't be like this. Haven't I been good to you all this time?
If you're so worried about going to prison, why don't you hire a lawyer and fight it? Isn't that what you said you'd do before? Weren't you bragging about how you could handle anything in court?
That was just me talking big. I don't know anything about court or legal stuff. I was just trying to impress you back then.
The pain they had endured, and I couldn't shake the guilt that settled deep within me. Even though I was not the one who had inflicted harm, I felt a sense of responsibility for not seeing the truth sooner. What could I have done differently? Could I have saved them from this nightmare? As I learned more about the child's situation after they were examined at the facility, I was devastated to hear that numerous scars had been found on their body. These scars were a haunting mix of old and new, telling a story of prolonged suffering at the hands of someone who should have been their protector. The doctors and social workers described the state the child was in as severe, and even though I knew it was bad, hearing it confirmed in such stark terms shook me to my core. The realization that a sweet, innocent child had endured such pain was unbearable. Cody's actions were inexcusable, and there was no way to justify the cruelty they had displayed. There's a difference between being flawed and making mistakes in a relationship and subjecting an innocent child to such violence and neglect. I struggled to comprehend what could have led someone to inflict such harm. The anger I felt toward Cody burned brightly within me, and while I knew that holding on to that anger wouldn't change anything, I found it hard to let go. It was still raw and justified. After the truth came to light, Cody was arrested, and I took some solace in knowing that they would face consequences for their actions. In my mind, this was the least that should happen. Someone who could do such terrible things did not deserve freedom. I hoped and prayed that justice would be served and that Cody would be held accountable for every instance of abuse. It gave me a measure of comfort to know that he could no longer harm that child or anyone else. Still, I couldn't shake the feelings of guilt and helplessness that plagued me. Of course, my engagement to Cody ended immediately after the revelations came to light. There was no other option. The man I had once loved had turned out to be a monster, and the realization that I had been so blind to his true nature weighed heavily on me. I spent countless nights replaying our relationship in my mind, trying to pinpoint when I should have seen the signs and realized that something was terribly wrong. The sad truth was that I didn't see anything. The phrase "love is blind" has never felt more accurate. I was completely unaware of the danger lurking beneath the surface of our relationship. As I reflected on my relationship with Cody, I came to understand the depth of my naivety. I missed the warning signs, ignored my intuition, and placed my trust in someone who had not earned it. I realized that I had a lot to learn, particularly when it came to reading people. I couldn't help but feel ashamed of my own inability to see the truth. Moving forward, I vowed to dedicate time to improving myself, both inside and out. I didn't want to just rebuild my self-esteem or heal from the betrayal. I wanted to grow. Part of that growth involved refining my ability to assess character. I wanted to ensure that I would not fall victim to another manipulative person in the future. The experience with Cody had taught me a valuable lesson about trust and discernment. I wanted to cultivate a more discerning eye for the people I allowed into my life. Recognizing that not everyone deserves the benefit of the doubt, I knew I had to become wiser, stronger, and more critical when it came to relationships. It became clear to me that self-care was not just about pampering oneself, but also about recognizing one's own worth, setting boundaries, and knowing when to walk away from toxic situations. The scars I carried from this experience would serve as constant reminders of what I had endured, but they also motivated me to change. I wanted to learn how to take better care of myself, physically, emotionally, and mentally. As I continued to reflect on my past with Cody, I recognized that my intuition had been trying to tell me something all along. It was there, quietly urging me to pay attention, to listen to that nagging feeling in the back of my mind. I realized that my next step was to embrace that intuition and trust it. I had to train myself to be more aware of the warning signs that might indicate trouble in a relationship, and I vowed to never ignore them again. I also began to understand the importance of surrounding myself with supportive people who genuinely cared about my well-being. Friends and family who would not only lift me up, but also call me out if I ever started to stray down a dark path again. The process of healing and rebuilding would require a strong support network, and I knew that I needed to seek out those who would encourage me to be the best version of myself. As time went on, I made a conscious effort to embrace self-love and acceptance. I wanted to learn how to appreciate myself for who I was, flaws and all. It was essential to acknowledge that I had made mistakes, but those mistakes did not define me. They were a part of my journey, but they were not the whole story. I needed to be kinder to myself and recognize that everyone has their own struggles. In the end, I came to terms with the fact that I could not change the past or undo the harm that had been done to that child. I could only learn from my experiences and move forward with the hope of becoming a better person. I continued to pray for the child's well-being, wishing for them to grow up healthy and strong, free from the shadows of their past. I also prayed for the strength to forgive myself for the mistakes I had made, hoping that one day I would find peace within. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Tell me, Sharon, how long are you planning on living in that house? You can't keep this up forever.
Good morning, Mom. Yeah, we aren't planning on staying here forever. It's a nice apartment, but we're probably not going to renew the lease when it expires. We just thought that it would be way too chaotic to try and find a house while also planning our wedding. So yeah, this is just a temporary thing.
That's not what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness, you are dense. I'm talking about your marriage with my son. How long are you going to stay with him?
That's an odd question. I'm pretty sure that at our wedding, we both accepted the till death do us part thing in our vows. Plus, we've only been married for a month now. So I'm not really sure what you're expecting me to say to a question like that, Mom.
What I expect is for you to set my poor son free as soon as possible. I made myself very clear, Sharon. I do not give my blessing to your relationship, and I never will.
Yes, Mom. You have been very, very clear about that from the time we first started dating.
Apparently, it hasn't gotten through to you. I was explicit in ordering the two of you to break up, but what did you do? You not only kept right on dating, you got engaged, and you even got married. Every step of the way I voiced my opposition, and you consistently ignored my wishes.
You were upfront about your wishes, Mom, and likewise, we were upfront about ours. You might have opposed our marriage, but your husband was much more understanding. Not to mention, we invited you to the wedding, and you attended.
Do you think I wanted to attend that farce of a wedding? I only went in order to save face in front of my relatives. I didn't want to be known forever as the woman who didn't go to her own son's wedding. That's not the issue anyway. The issue is that the two of you have been acting as though you don't need my permission to get married.
Well, there's a very good reason for that. We don't need your permission. Don't get me wrong, though. I would love nothing more than the day to come that you'll relent and accept me as your son's wife. But this isn't your marriage. It's ours. The fact is that your son Isaiah and I love each other and want to be married. I fully intend to be the best possible wife I can be for him. I hope you'll come to recognize that in time.
There is nothing you can say or do that will ever make me approve of you. The reason I'm so opposed to your relationship is the one thing that you can never fix: your age. You are 6 years older than my Isaiah. Will that gap ever be closed, Do you think you can subtract years from your age by cooking or cleaning well enough?
Well, no, I guess not.
What on earth were you two fools thinking, getting married to each other? When you were in the 8th grade, Isaiah was still in the 2nd grade. A middle school girl dating an elementary school child? How could you possibly develop romantic feelings for someone so much younger than yourself?
While true, I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. In case you haven't noticed, we're not in grade school anymore. We're both adults, and 6 years isn't that much of an age gap anyway. There are people all over the place in relationships with bigger age gaps than that.
Commonality is not equivalent to morality. Your relationship is an affront to the laws of nature.
That seems like a wee bit of an overstatement, but moving on. I have to admit that I do understand where you're coming from. I had my reservations about the age difference between us at first, but the more time we spent together, the more we came to realize that we were meant for each other.
Listen to yourself, Sharon. You are 33 years old. 33. And here you are talking about love like you're some starstruck schoolgirl. It's time for you to face reality. A woman's role in a marriage is to give birth to healthy children. At your age, you won't even be capable of that for very much longer. If, that is, you're even capable right now.
We certainly would love to be blessed with children, but even in the event we aren't so fortunate, we're going to stay together until the very end.
At your age, you'd have to be very fortunate to get pregnant, much less give birth to a healthy baby.
Then we'll all have to keep our fingers crossed.
In any case, I do not accept you as my daughter-in-law. I will never understand why Isaiah chose you. He is handsome, intelligent, hard-working, successful. He could have had any woman he wanted, and yet he went and married an old maid like you.
I understand that I'm not the kind of wife that you expected for your son. But like I told you, I'll work as hard as I can to get you to see that Isaiah and I are meant to be together.
Oh, this is exactly why I wanted Isaiah to marry a younger woman. Old maids just talk and talk and talk, and then when they're finished talking, they talk some more. They never listen to a word anyone says. They just keep on jabbering on, even when what comes out of their mouth is utter gibberish. Nothing but talk, talk, talk. That's all you are.
Right. Well, for what it's worth, I am serious about wanting to prove myself to you.
Don't waste your breath. You might have managed to put Isaiah and that foolish husband of mine under your spell, but I won't be so easily deceived. I know exactly what you are. A filthy old woman who selfishly married a man 6 years her junior. I swear on my life I will get the rest of my family to see the truth about you.
Hello, Mom. I wanted to ask you about something. Could I have a minute of your time?
Why, hello, Sharon. I wonder what this could be about.
The way you say that makes it seem like you already know. I just got back from shopping a few minutes ago, and I found a stack of pictures of women with names, phone numbers, and profiles.
Oh, I'm glad you found them. I was worried the wind might have blown them away. What do you think? Aren't they so young, vivacious, and beautiful? They're all daughters of my friends. They come from very good families, too. I thought they'd be perfect for a young man in his 20s like my George.
Mom, don't you think you've taken this a bit too far? And by a bit, I mean way too far. It would be one thing if he was single, but George and I are married. Neither George nor I have any interest in romantic relationships with anyone else. And think about what you're doing to those poor girls. You're trying to hook them up with a married man?
A currently married man, something I aim to remedy as soon as possible. I'd say you should let George decide for himself whether or not he's interested in any of them. Who knows? Maybe the girl of his dreams is in that stack of profiles, and your concern for them is misplaced. I showed them all a picture of my boy, and their reactions were very positive. They said they'd love an opportunity to go out to dinner with a man as handsome as he is, so they're not opposed to my plan either. You're the only one objecting. Now be a dear and hand those pictures to George once he gets home, will you?
Mom, you know that there's no way I'm going to do that. And, by the way, I also found a stack of flyers for divorce attorneys in our mailbox the other day. Let me guess. That was your doing too, wasn't it?
What's that? Divorce attorneys? I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about. Why do you think I'm the one who requested those? Maybe George is the one who's looking for a divorce attorney.
Isaiah is even more upset about all of this than I am. He's not the type of man who would do something like that to make me afraid he's going to divorce me.
Have you stopped to consider the possibility that he really does want to divorce you? I've been working overtime telling him what an awful choice for a wife you were. Perhaps my work has been a success. Maybe he finally sees you for the old hag that you are.
That is absolutely not the case. We've only been married for 3 months, Mom. I don't think he's looking to divorce me already.
If anything, that makes my assessment even more likely. You've only had 3 months to develop a marital bond between you. That means Isaiah shouldn't have much of a problem leaving you at all. Some people get married and regret it the next day, you know. Do you honestly think that someone with your looks and personality could hold on to George's heart forever? You're delusional, borderline narcissistic if you ask me.
I'm not asking you, and I trust my husband. I know he's going to be faithful to me.
Sharon, dear, the next time you're out on the town, you need to take a good look at the people around you. There's an ample supply of girls out there who are younger and prettier than you ever were, even in your youth. And seeing as you're over 30 now, you've far exceeded your peak beauty. There is nowhere to go but downhill for you. You can buy as many stylish clothes and apply as much makeup as you'd like, but it's never going to change the fact that you're an old woman.
I'm aware of that.
Really, you don't seem to be aware at all. I think you've let the fact that my son settled for marrying you go to your head. And another thing, I distinctly remember hearing a while back that you make George do the cooking on his days off. Is that true? Do you make George do chores like that all the time?
Well, we both have jobs, so we do share the housework, yeah. We take turns in doing the laundry, dishes, vacuuming, all that stuff.
Unbelievable. What do you mean you both have jobs? You don't have a real job. You work at home.
Yes, I do work from home. That's why I have a home office set up for myself in the basement. I'm pretty sure we've been over this before, though.
Nonsense. If you're home all day, there's nothing stopping you from doing all the housework. Why are you making my son do the cooking when he already works to support the both of you?
I'm not making him do anything. Isaiah likes to cook. It's sort of a hobby of his. A few months ago, he saw a recipe online that he wanted to try making, and it turned out really good. Ever since then, he's been trying out new recipes just about every week. So I don't have to tell him to do anything. He volunteers for it.
Well, you just have a response for everything, don't you? Such an argumentative woman. There's another symptom of being an old woman. If only George had married a woman closer to his age. A younger woman would have done as I told her, for sure. She certainly wouldn't put up a fuss like this.
I don't think age has anything to do with a woman obeying her mother-in-law or not.
And there you go, arguing with me again. Thank you for yet again proving me right.
You can't just throw out a baseless accusation and call me argumentative when I deny it.
What on earth was George thinking, marrying a woman like you? I don't understand his tastes in women at all. I thought I had raised him to have more common sense than this.
One of the many things that made me attracted to Isaiah was how he was always more interested in my personality than in my looks. The age gap between us never really mattered very much. We like each other as individuals.
Yes, I'm sure that's what you tell yourself to help you sleep at night, but you know deep down that men like young women. It's the way of the world. Men prefer younger women, women prefer older men. People like you are mere aberrations. I know that sooner or later George will come to his senses and realize what a fool he was to marry some old maid like you.
Well, too bad. I'm going to be the best wife I can be and see to it that that never happens.
What are you going to do? Get plastic surgery or something? Actually, you know what? That might not be such a bad idea. You should probably get on that as soon as possible if you want to save your marriage.
Our marriage doesn't need saving, and you're being incredibly rude.
Hard as it may be to hear, all I'm telling you is the simple truth. Anyway, do be a dear and show those profiles to George, will you? The sooner he sees what options he has, the sooner he'll put an end to his foolishness with you. moment. I had a proposal to make, and I wanted to hear what you think about it.
Good afternoon, Mom. If I recall correctly, we told you at dinner the other day that you were never allowed to contact me again.
Well, yes, that's true, but just hear me out. I listened to the things that George and my husband had to say to me that day, and when I got to thinking about it, I finally saw where they're coming from.
I see.
I know I may have said some things in the past about you being older than my son, and about you being talkative, argumentative, and manipulative, but I've decided to give my blessing to your marriage.
Oh?
That's right. I'll give you my consent to marry my son. Now, I'm not asking for this in return, per se, but could you perhaps convince George and my husband not to disown me?
Oh boy. This is really, really sad. You realize the position that you're in right now, right?
Of course I do. Why else would I be doing something like this?
If you really understand the position that you're in, you wouldn't be making a proposal to me. You'd be making a heartfelt apology.
Apologize? Me? For what?
For being a complete menace to everyone around you, for starters.
Oh, don't be hyperbolic. I haven't been a menace to anyone.
We went over all of this the other day. You were so desperate to break up my marriage to your son that you caused a world of trouble for your family, my family, your friends, my neighbors, everyone. And as a result, your husband had to go around and apologize to all of them each and every time you acted up. You've gone out of your way time after time to try and convince Isaiah to divorce me. And not to mention, you've been personally cruel to me more times than I can count. So no, I don't think you understand the position you're in. Not in the slightest.
Everything I've done, everything I've ever done, was all for my son's happiness. What's wrong with that?
Okay. If you're really convinced that you're in the right, then I guess there's nothing I can say to change your mind, and this conversation is over.
Are you listening to me? My husband is going to make me move out of the house, and George says he never wants to see me again.
And you only have yourself to blame.
I don't understand what you're being so stubborn about. I'm telling you that I'm going to allow you to stay married to my son. This is what you've wanted all along, right? You should be thrilled.
I wanted that before, yeah, but now it doesn't matter to me anymore.
But why?
Because Dad and Isaiah are both saying that they no longer consider you to be a part of our family.
They're just saying that to make a point. They don't mean it. It's all an act. They're trying to scare me into approving of your marriage.
If you're so convinced it's just an act, then why are you contacting me like this right now?
Because I never thought they would take it as far as they have.
I see. So you're making this grand proposal to me because you're scared then?
I've tried talking to them, but nothing gets through. They won't listen to a word I say.
Wow. That sounds like you, Mom. We've tried to talk to you how many times now, and yet you never listened to a word we said. Anyway, thanks for the offer, but I'll pass. I don't need you to approve of our relationship anymore. Now, I expect you to live up to your promise and never contact me again. Just in case, I'm going to go ahead and block your phone number so you're not tempted.
Sharon, please, wait. All right, you win. I didn't want to do this, but I'll apologize. I'm sorry for everything. I'm very, very sorry, okay?
Thank you for apologizing, Mom. That means a lot to me.
So you'll put in a good word for me with my husband and son, right?
I'm sorry. Did I say I would do that if you apologized? I don't recall making such a promise.
What more do you want from me? I just apologized to you.
This isn't the kind of situation that can be fixed by you apologizing, Mom. Your husband and son are furious at you for how you've been treating me, yes, but this isn't something that just started recently. It goes back much further to the way you've been treating them over the years.
I have been nothing but the best mother and wife I could possibly be.
If that's really the best you could possibly be, wow, you've set the bar pretty low for yourself. You made your husband clean up your mess whenever you committed a social faux pas, which happened pretty frequently. You dedicated yourself to convincing your son to divorce me, and you barely do any of the housework despite never having worked a day in your life. And then at dinner the other night, you made completely fabricated claims of me having an affair. Did you think they would put up with this behavior of yours forever? They've had enough.
I told you that was all done to protect my family. I did it for them.
And my husband is doing this to protect me. You said and did terrible things to me, the person Isaiah chose to spend the rest of his life with. If my parents did the same things to Isaiah that you've done to me, then I would be doing like Isaiah is now and disowning them. I don't see how any rational person could do otherwise.
But, George is so young. He would be so much happier if he had a younger wife than you. And what about you, Sharon? Surely you'd be happier with someone closer to your own age, wouldn't you? I know that both of you would be much happier with different people. I was trying to help you both find happiness.
You don't know that. You assumed it, and we all know what assuming does.
Please, Sharon, please. From now on, I'll accept you as a fully fledged member of the family. So please do something. You've got to talk sense into those two men.
I don't think that anything I said would change either of their minds at this point. What your husband and your son want is for you to disappear as soon as possible. They both have their minds made up. So if you're really interested in doing what's best for the family, there's only one thing for you to do. Disappear. After that, my father-in-law kicked my mother-in-law out of their house. Furthermore, he told her that he intends to divorce her as soon as possible. This is something that's between the two of them, so I don't know all the details. But it seems like my mother-in-law has been getting on her husband's nerves for some time now. She has this image of a wife as more of a princess than a life partner. That's why she barely ever lifts a finger around the house, and why she expected George to marry some young trophy wife like she sees herself being. Me being over 30 and having actual employable skills means that I was nowhere close to fitting her ideal image of a wife for her son. My father-in-law had put up with her for a while, but he finally got tired of her spoiled, rotten attitude, and Isaiah feels the same way. I don't imagine my father-in-law will waste much time in hiring a divorce attorney. Having finally been freed from my mother-in-law's nastiness, Isaiah and I are finally able to live our lives as newlyweds in peace and harmony. Oh, and some more good news. I found out the other day that I'm pregnant. Isaiah and I are happier than we ever imagined. Although, I can't help but imagine what awful things my mother-in-law would have done to me if she found out about this. Fortunately, though, I don't think I'll have to worry about that. Isaiah filed for a restraining order against his mother on my behalf, which the judge quickly granted. So, if for whatever reason she tries to interfere in our lives, all I need to do is contact the police, and she'll be swiftly carried off to prison, where she belongs. So, while I'm not too worried about that, I still need to be careful. For now, I just want to focus on giving birth to this baby and becoming the best mother I can possibly be.
Hey, Daniel. Hope you're having a good day at work. I was wondering, would you mind stopping by the store and picking up a pack of toilet paper on your way home? The roll in the bathroom's almost gone, and when I looked in the closet, we didn't have any more.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Now that I think about it, we haven't gotten any more since we moved here. All we had was what we brought from the old house. Gotcha. I'll pick some up then. Thanks for reminding me. Is there anything else we need around the house as long as I'm going to the store? Toiletries, food, anything?
No, I think all we really need right now is toilet paper. Although we did just move here, so I'll bet there'll be something else we'll need before too much longer. I'm sorry, Daniel. You've done practically all of the work getting things sorted out in our new place. I shouldn't be asking you to do all the shopping for me, too.
Don't worry about it. I mean, you are pregnant after all. And not just pregnant, like really pregnant. Our baby's gonna be born any time now. I don't mind doing anything that'll make life easier for you, so let me know if there's ever something you need.
Don't you think you're worrying a little bit too much about me? I'm pregnant. It's not like I'm bedridden or anything. I'm perfectly capable of pulling my weight around the house.
It's not just about the pregnancy. It's been a rough couple of months for you. You know, all those creepy letters we kept getting in the mailbox? It's almost like someone started stalking you all of a sudden. Combined with being pregnant, I'm sure it must have been a pretty tough emotional burden to bear.
Well, yeah, you're right. But we don't need to worry about that anymore. The letters stopped coming after we moved, didn't they? So it was pretty stressful for a while. Now that it's over, I feel way better. I'm all right, Daniel. You don't need to worry about me anymore.
Moving before you gave birth was definitely the right choice.
Yeah, you can say that again. I never in my wildest dreams thought that I would have someone coming after me like that once I got pregnant.
Yeah, Hey, about that. Are you really sure that you don't want to go to the police about those letters?
They stopped coming through. What are the police going to do about it now? There's nothing for them to investigate. If anything, I'd worry about whoever it was escalating things if he finds out the police are involved. I mean, neither of us has any clue who it could be. It's a total mystery. It could be anybody.
I guess if you put it that way. But seriously, though, what was wrong with that guy? Like, who goes out of his way to try and scare a happily married woman into divorcing her husband? If he did it to you, chances are he'll do it again to someone else if he isn't stopped. If it were up to me, I think it'd be worth at least going and talking to the police about it. Who knows, maybe this guy is involved in some other case.
No, really, Daniel, it's okay. I'll be going to stay with my parents next week anyway. Sure, it was pretty scary at first, but now that it's over, I honestly just think it was some weirdo sending random letters for fun. He probably didn't even know who I was or that I was married. That, or it was someone who didn't like us for some weird reason. Maybe it was a neighbor who thought we were too noisy or something.
I don't know.
In any case, there's no shortage of total weirdos in this country. We just happen to be unlucky enough to be targeted by one. But it's over now, so there's no use thinking about it anymore.
All right, if you say so. But promise me, May, if you ever notice anything or anyone around you that seems out of the ordinary, you let me know right away, okay?
Okay, Daniel. I'll be sure to let you know.
And yeah, you'll definitely be in safe hands at your folks' place. It's a 3-hour drive away from here. There's no way it would be worth the trouble to follow you all the way out there.
That, and there will be someone in the house with me 24/7, so I'll always have help nearby in the worst-case scenario.
Yeah, but man, it's gonna get really lonely around here with you gone for the next 2 months.
I know, but we already talked about this and came to an understanding, right? Women in my family have a high risk of post-birth complications, so it's for the best to have someone knowledgeable about it with me to help out just in case. And besides, you'll be coming over there to visit every week, right?
Yeah, definitely. If I could, I'd just go and stay over there with you.
As much as I'd love for that to be possible, you know that's not going to work out with your work schedule. You would be absolutely exhausted from the long commutes. 3 hours each way basically doubles the length of your workday.
Yeah, but I promise I'll be coming down there every Saturday and Sunday to be with you. Also any holidays and other days I have off too.
But don't overdo it, okay? I know this time of year is really busy for your company. Make sure you eat well when I'm gone too. I don't want to come back home to a mountain of fast food wrappers. Oh, and you know how to use the laundry machine, right? Do you need me to show you how?
Good grief, you're my wife, May, not my mother. Yes, Mommy, I'll be sure to eat all my green vegetables and wash my hands before and after dinner. Don't worry, I won't do anything that'll make you have to raise our baby by yourself, okay?
You'd better not. I can't take care of a kid by myself. What would I do without you?
Hey, sorry, May, I gotta run. I just got a work call. I'll pick up toilet paper on the way home. Let me know if you need anything else.
Gotcha. See you later. Take care on your way home.
Hey there, May. Sorry to text you so late. Are you still awake?
Yep, I'm still awake. How was your day, Daniel? Don't tell me you just got home right now.
Okay, I won't tell you.
Uh-oh, I guess you were pretty busy at work today.
Absolutely swamped.
You poor thing. Well, you rest all you need to tonight then. I was just about to take a bath and go to bed myself.
I'm really glad you went and stayed with your folks, May. It sounds like you're getting plenty of well-earned rest and relaxation.
They're spoiling me like my grandma and grandpa always used to do. So let's hear it, Daniel. Have you eaten all your green vegetables today?
I knew that was coming. No, I haven't yet, but I'm gonna soon, so get off my back, okay?
I don't know. I'm gonna need some video evidence of you putting something green in your mouth in order to believe you. Remember, the baby's going to be born next week. You can't go and get sick on me or you'll miss the whole show.
I said don't worry, sheesh. May, there's something I feel like I should tell you.
Oh? I'm not sure I like the sound of that. Did something happen?
Man, I really wasn't sure whether I should tell you about this or not, but I guess you deserve to know. I ran into this super weird guy in front of our apartment building just now.
Oh no. Do you think it's the guy who was sending those letters?
That was my first thought, too. I asked him who he was and why he wanted to know, and all he told me was that you two used to go to school together. I have no way of knowing whether that's true or not, though. I was just about to confront him head-on about those letters, but before I had the chance, he just wandered off.
Thank goodness he did. What were you thinking? You can't confront a guy like that directly. Who knows what he would have done to you? It's for the best that you just let him walk away.
Sorry, it's just, I got so mad, I felt like I had to do something. Plus, when I looked at him, he didn't look crazy or anything, so I figured it would be safe to talk to him.
You can't judge whether someone's crazy or not based off just their appearance. Think of all the famous serial killers who looked like totally normal guys. If he ever comes back again, you need to ignore him. Promise me.
All right, I promise. But in any case, it really concerns me that he already knows our new address. What do you think, May? Do you know of any of your old classmates who would do something like this? He was pretty average height, average build. Not much stood out about him at all, really. I guess he had kind of droopy eyes. That ring a bell?
Sorry, no, I can't think of anyone with just that information.
Did you ever have any guys ask you out back then? Or did you hear any rumors about someone having a crush on you?
A few people. It might be my ex-boyfriend.
Wait, you went to a class reunion just a little while before we found out you were pregnant. Did you see him there?
Well, I mean, it was a class reunion. He was there, yeah, but I just said hi to him, that's all.
I wonder if that was when he started setting his sights on you.
I don't know, it's been over 10 years since we broke up.
You've probably put it all behind you, but he might be a different story.
You might be right. I think I might ask around to some of my high school friends, see if they've heard anything through the grapevine. We still don't even know for sure that it's him.
Okay, that's a good idea. And May, if you find out for sure that it's him, we really should go to the police.
But Daniel, we have no idea how he'll react to being confronted. He might take the hint and knock it off, but he might take things even further. Can't we just ignore him? If we keep avoiding him, he'll give up eventually.
May, he's already shown himself willing to send you threatening letters and come directly to the house.
I know, but still, I don't want to risk aggravating him into doing something really bad. Our baby is going to be born next week, remember?
May, I think we need to take this more seriously.
It's not doing us any good going around in circles like this. We can't take any more steps until I talk to my old friends, so let me do that first, okay?
Do you really want to be doing that so close to the birth?
It's all right, you can leave it to me. I have this one friend who I know can get information out of anyone. I'll start with her.
Okay, go ahead then. But remember that your number one priority is yourself and the baby, May.
Trust me, I know. I'll text you as soon as I figure something out.
Yeah, definitely keep me in the loop. If he ever comes around here again, I'll take a picture from a safe distance. That should help you identify him.
Hey, Daniel, is everything okay? You haven't been over here for a few weeks. Are you busy at work still?
Yeah, sorry.
Little Lisa wants to see her daddy. She misses you as much as I do.
I'll bet she is. I'm sorry. But I think I probably won't be able to get over there until around the time you were planning to come back over here.
Wait, really? You had said that you were going to come and pick me up and help me move back. What's happening with that? Will you still be able to do that?
Sorry, but no. I hate to ask you this, but could you get your dad to help you with that?
Daniel, you've only come over here once for the birth and one more time after that. What's going on with you? I understand that you're really busy with work and I respect that, but I'm lonely.
Sorry, May.
Don't you have anything else to say to me but sorry? Seriously, what's going on? Are you really that busy?
I have more on my plate right now than I ever imagined possible.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daniel. I was being really selfish just now, wasn't I? It's all right. As excited as I am for the three of us to be together, I can wait. Plus, now that we know that it was my ex-boyfriend who was bothering us, we don't need to worry about him anymore. He promised my friend that he would never interfere in our lives ever again.
That was a huge relief.
Seriously, though, what a creeper. Who does he think he is? Just because we dated for a while, he thinks he has the right to try and get me to divorce you? I'm ashamed that I ever dated him in the first place.
I'll bet.
Daniel, is there something else going on? I know you're busy, but you're acting off. And it's not just today. You've been like this for a while now.
I told you, May, I'm absolutely swamped at work. It's insane.
You always used to put me before your work, though. What changed?
I don't know. Got any ideas?
There you go again. You would never just casually brush off my concerns like that.
I'm telling you, May, I'm just busy, that's all. I really don't have any time to be talking to you like this. Do you think you could leave me alone for a while?
What? Daniel! How can you talk to me like that? I just gave birth, you know.
Yeah, I was there for it.
This is insane. You're acting like I'm a complete stranger to you or something. What's gonna happen when I move back home, Daniel? Are you actually gonna be a father to this baby? You're not gonna constantly use your job as an excuse to not be active in her life, are you?
No, I won't.
Do you really mean that? Daniel, are you really prepared to be a father or not?
Am I prepared? I guess I'd have to actually live together with you and the baby in order to know that for sure.
You're incredible. When did you become such a jerk, Daniel? We don't have time for you to be having this identity crisis all of a sudden. Lisa is your daughter. She needs you to step up. I need you to step up.
Sorry, May, my boss is calling me.
Daniel, don't you dare go. I will not allow you to be like this after I move back. So you'd better sort yourself out before I do. I left a bunch of parenting books behind for you. Read them all from cover to cover. If you're too busy to be a father, then I am going to move right back in with my parents until you can find the time. Daniel, I just got back from my parents' house. Would you mind explaining the letter you left for me?
I thought I wrote pretty clearly.
Yeah, well, think again. What is this? I'm not going to allow 1 cent of my hard-earned money to go to you and that child. My dad just read this letter too, and he is furious. I know today is your day off. Wherever you are right now, I don't care. You are going to get back here this instant and explain yourself.
Again, I don't have anything to explain.
Have you completely lost your mind? Do you want to get divorced? How could you, Daniel? We have a baby.
We? Who's we? I don't have a baby.
What?
Congratulations on the birth, May. Oh, and if you wouldn't mind, tell Lisa's dad I said congrats too.
What are you saying?
Lisa isn't my daughter. I heard everything directly from your ex-boyfriend.
Wait, I thought we already settled the issue with him.
You thought wrong. You bumped into your ex at the class reunion, that much was true. But you didn't just say hi. You've met up a bunch after that.
Is that what he told you? And you believed him?
It isn't just what he told me. He showed me the receipts, texts, pictures, everything. You ghosted him when you found out you were pregnant. But based on the estimated birth date, it's far more likely that he's the father. He figured that out too, and that's when he started pressing you to get back together with him.
That's not true. You're Lisa's father.
Are you at least prepared to admit you cheated on me?
I'm sorry, but Lisa really is yours. I mean it.
I wanted to think so too, and that's why I had a paternity test done.
No.
And that settled it. Lisa isn't mine. It was the worst day of my life when I found out. Sure, you cheated on me, but if Lisa were mine, I would stay with you just for her.
She's really not yours?
My lawyer will present you with all the evidence soon.
Lawyer? Daniel, no. I don't want to divorce you.
Then you shouldn't have cheated on me.
I know I was wrong, but you're the one I really love. It's just, when I met up with my old boyfriend, we got to talking, and one thing led to another.
And boy, did you talk. He told you he was a big shot in a Fortune 500 company. And you told him that if you knew how successful he'd be, you would have married him. I saw your texts.
I was just trying to be polite.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you were a fine upstanding lady with him while you were seeing him behind my back. Then once you found out he'd sold you a massive bill of lies, you cut him off.
That's not true.
It is, though. You should be grateful. He told me he's fully prepared to take care of Lisa. He even says he wants to marry you.
Not a chance. A lazy bum like him could never support me and Lisa. He's not even good looking at all. I only dated him in high school because I was bored. You've seen what kind of a guy he is with all the creepy letters and showing up at our apartment.
You slept with that guy. What does that make you? If you ask me, that makes you worse than him.
Daniel, please don't do this. I want to raise Lisa together with you. I know you must think I'm the worst person in the world right now, but I really did enjoy my life together with you. And I know there's no one in the world who would take better care of Lisa than you.
And right up until I found out she wasn't mine, I was thrilled to be able to take care of her. But once I made that fateful realization, I was faced with the most pressing question of my life. What do I do now?
Is that why you seemed so distant a few weeks back? Daniel, I am so sorry. I never meant to hurt you. Can't we work our way through this?
After weeks of consideration, I've made my choice. I'm divorcing you, and there isn't a thing you can do about it.
No, you can't divorce me. You can't. The thought of raising Lisa together with you is the only thing that's kept me going for all these months.
Give it up, Lisa. You brought all of this upon yourself when you cheated on me. There's no way that I will ever forgive you. If I went back to living with you, every time I looked at your face or Lisa's, I'd just be reminded of how you betrayed me.
Daniel, I know that you'd be a wonderful, loving father, and I know that Lisa would agree. So please don't divorce me. Can't you find it in your heart to forgive me? If not for me, for Lisa.
Don't you dare try to use Lisa like that. She's a human being, May, your daughter. She deserves more than to be used as emotional blackmail. And you're wrong about me, May. I won't be a good father.
How can you say that, Daniel? You were always there for me during the pregnancy. We talked so much about how excited we were to see our child. We looked at baby clothes together, cribs, blankets, everything. I want to raise Lisa with you, Daniel, so much.
I didn't read the parenting books you left for me, and I have far better things to do with my time than raise a kid that's not mine. So according to you, I'm not prepared to be a father, right? So you can do what you said you would and go right back over to your folks' house. Your ex-boyfriend, however, has every intention to do what I won't do for Lisa. More importantly, he's still deeply in love with you, and I'm not. So why don't you go and try to make things work with him? As you might have expected, the divorce talks with May didn't go too well at first. However, I had incontrovertible evidence that Lisa wasn't my child, proving that May cheated on me. Her ex-boyfriend was even willing to provide me with tons more evidence to help strengthen my case, so she wasn't able to hold out for long. It took a bit of paperwork, but I was finally able to dissolve any legal ties between me and Lisa, too. May's parents were positively disgusted when they found out that May had cheated on me, but they were also concerned about the fate of their granddaughter. So they pushed May to accept her ex-boyfriend's proposal to get married. With no work history or savings of her own, and thus no way to support Lisa by herself, May saw that resistance was futile. Once our divorce was finalized, she got married to her ex-boyfriend. Unfortunately, however, her ex-boyfriend and now new husband still has not managed to find a steady job. Even more unfortunately, May lost all legal claims to alimony and asset division due to her affair, so she was left completely penniless. So their short-lived newlywed bliss soon transitioned into constant fights over money and everything else. May's parents realized that the two of them were focused more on fighting each other than taking care of Lisa, so they've taken custody for the time being. Poor Lisa, she doesn't deserve any of this. I wouldn't mind May and her new husband falling into total financial ruin, but Lisa is an innocent party. Hopefully her grandparents will raise her well enough to rise above the unfortunate circumstances of her birth. As for me, I was down pretty bad for a while after the divorce. Fortunately for me, though, I had a whole network of family, friends, and colleagues who were there to help me pull through. That's not to say that the wounds have totally healed, though, or that they ever will. But with the support of all the people around me, I have a good chance at being able to have enough good times from now on to leave the bad times behind me. And so I press on. I'm focusing harder on my work, lifting weights in my free time, and I'm also looking at picking up a new hobby. I think that's the best revenge I can get on my ex-wife, finding happiness and leaving them behind me forever.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.